Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Below Grade Level. Hold on to your butts, Kemosabe. Welcome to Below Grade Level, the show where we take the books that we read as children and read them as adults and ruin them. I am one of your hosts, Jonathan Eaton, and as with me as always is Chris Zaleski.
Hello.
And Bekah Eaton.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
I'm well.
Good.
I am also well.
Good. That's great. With us tonight is a very special guest, returning first time. No, I don't think it's your. It's weird. First time doing this in a while with us, but you have done this with us before. Is our friend Kata Kane.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me back. I have definitely read several books with you, but I don't know that it was under this podcast title.
It was not, although I think some of the legacy stuff that I've been releasing, I think some of that had you in it,
Nice.
Possibly.
Yeah, I've always been here.
I could
That's
be wrong.
the
Yeah,
point.
yeah, you've always been here. But yeah,
And you'll never leave.
Podcast.
Yes.
I know you read Goosebumps with us, or actually, no, I don't think you ever read Goosebumps. You did Fear Street.
Fear Street, yeah.
And Babysitter's Club.
Yes.
Because it took us 3 years to read Fear Street.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was so long.
Yeah, that
Yes.
shit was
And grueling.
ridiculous. We did publish the Fear Street episodes already, so you have technically been on the
Yes,
show.
yes.
It was grueling, but it was a fun listen. Especially the
That's
further
good.
we got into it and the more we collectively lost our minds because of how bad the book started getting. I think made the book funnier because we could not get through the end fast enough. So that is all to say, on this episode of Below Grade Level, we are continuing to read the Animorphs book, The Journey, by K.A. Applegate. And, fuck, if you listen to our last episode, you know what kind of ride you're in for. But, does anyone want to recap, or do you want me to recap?
I can try looking at your notes.
Here, try to recap looking at my
Okay.
notes.
Animorphs, The Journey. Is that the name of this book?
Yes.
Okay, this book is called The Journey,
Oh,
apparently.
which we should remind everyone, it is number 42. This is Animorphs number 42.
Jump right in.
So there's 41 Animorphs that we have not read.
This isn't a recap. This is just a list of the characters and their animals they can turn into.
I mean, that's kind
That's
of a recap.
all it is. Oh my god, this is useless. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Wait, read
But-
the back.
It's just a quote from the last episode. So
But what's it say?
it says ticks are useless in battle. So
Jeez.
here's a few details that are
Yeah,
useful.
this is all new
So-
to me, so.
There are human children, preteens.
They're
Do we know how old they even
teens.
are?
I think they're teens.
I think they're teens. Okay. So they can turn into various different animals, all of them. Our cover girl is Rachel, who can turn into an elephant, among many other things.
Nice.
There
that one.
is something,
That's-
I think they're an alien called Yeerks.
Yeah,
They
those
are
the
bad guys.
Yeah.
They look like gray slugs, and they can do brain control.
Honestly, the girl on the cover looks like a gray slug, halfway through. that
She does. There's
transformation.
definitely
yeah,
a
look
Yeerk dangling off her face.
Phase
Look
2.
at that. Yeah, ooh.
So there's another alien race called Andalites. They look like blue deer.
There we go. We got one right
There's
there.
there's a picture. They're like
Oh.
blue
centaur,
centaurs.
yeah.
They've got little antenna.
Scorpion
They're the
tails.
enemy of the Yeerks, and they are good guys? Question mark.
And they're the ones who gave the teens the Animorph ability, as we learned.
Anamorphability. That's a great word.
Ooh, that's my band name.
Nice.
So there's an Andalite named Axe, who I guess is the one that hangs out with them the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of the last episode, from what I can remember,
Yes.
is the Yeerks. Wait, no, the Helmicrons, who are different aliens.
Uh-oh.
Alien
They are
race
tiny.
number 3.
They're tiny and they can make other things tiny. So
And they
you're,
look like-
you're not at an advantage to be bigger than them because they'll just make you tiny.
Okay,
And
but
they look like
rather big.
death
in that
claws
photo.
from
Or am I
Fallout.
looking at the right
they
thing?
look like lizard people,
But
and they're a
this-
matriarchy.
This is
yes.
inside a
Okay.
person.
Oh yeah, they're all women. That was funny.
Yeah.
So they shrunk down and went inside one guy's nose. I don't remember which guy. So they went in
Marco.
Fantastic
Okay, they
voyage.
went in Marco's
Yes.
body.
Okay.
So his friends, in order to try to save Marco, use the Helmicron technology to shrink themselves small and
Okay.
turn into a bunch of birds. So they're just like flying around inside of his face right
Yeah,
now.
in his
to
nose.
try to get these
They're-
Helmicrons.
Okay, they're
Yeah,
in
they
his
went in
body
his nose.
and they're birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other animals. I am getting looking at this character list and remembering the last time I was here with Fear Street, like Rachel, Marco, Jake. I'm like, weren't these guys all on Fear Street? I swear to God.
Rachel was the name of the girl in
main
Fear
girl.
Street.
Yeah.
Because we kept
But also
doing the
Marco,
Batman
for
thing.
some
Rachel.
reason, I was like, wasn't there like a
Rachel.
Marco? Yeah, that's I
mean,
hear
it was
your
the
voices
90s.
going Marco, Rachel.
There were a lot of Rachels in the 90s.
Yes, yes.
Another thing I remembered as you were doing that recap
Fucking Jennifer Aniston.
was this book really this threw you right in. So at the beginning of the book, they were literally in mid-battle with
In a
the
Dunkin'
Yurts.
Donuts.
In a Dunkin' Donuts, that's right.
What?
They were in a Dunkin' Donuts.
It was
Trademark.
like a Dunkin' Donuts depot. It was like a Dunkin' Depot.
Dunkin' Depot.
Like,
Okay.
it was like a factory type
Okay,
setting.
they were in a donut factory.
And they had a battle, and then as they were morphing back into teenagers, a mysterious stranger took a picture of them and ran off. So the beginning of
To
this book,
develop the film,
the beginning of
it'll
this book,
take
yeah,
days.
days.
A week if you drop it off at Walmart.
The beginning
Yeah.
of this book was them tracking down the person who had taken a picture of them because they're not supposed to be known.
Sure.
But then in the middle of that, the
They're
Helmicrons
having a
wrote
meeting
in.
about what they're gonna do about this guy,
Yeah,
So-
in a barn. They were in
Yeah.
a barn,
which I guess is their headquarters.
and then the
Because
Helm
animals live in barns.
Sure.
and then the Helmicrons came in a Barbie
Oh,
mobile.
fuck,
Toy
yeah,
Jeep.
I forgot.
The Helmicron's
Barbie Mobile, it was amazing.
I
wrote
like
in.
all the brand name items like Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
Barbie Mobile, Animorphs went all out.
So
to
um,
get.
And it was very
All
much
that
like
sponsorship, it costs so much
angry
money.
little aliens that were like, little small.
yeah, basically
The Helmicrons, I'm now remembering, were hilarious.
Yeah.
they were.
And I love
And
them.
I feel like I remember their dialogue being in all caps.
Yeah, it is.
Because they're just
They gotta yell.
They're
Yeah.
tiny and they're like,
They're just like, can you hear us? Oh my god.
All right,
You will submit.
so
Oh,
We
man.
represent the Lollipop Space Guild.
stop laughing. All right, I'll
all right,
start
now
us.
I'm excited.
So I'll
I
start us
forgot
off,
about the help.
and we'll
Okay.
go this way as
Okay.
this sort of tradition.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can get the hang.
Okay.
Yeah, listen closely to all the character voices I do, because you
fuck?
know I do many.
Yes.
The
yes.
fuck even is this? I'm trying to remember the voices we did. I remember Marco was kind of like, "Hello, I'm Marco." I remember that.
I do not remember that.
I remember that. I don't remember much of the
Because
other
he's
voices.
the funny one.
Okay.
He's like, "Geez, I can't believe this is happening to old Marco." That was his vibe. All right.
Okay.
Chapter 9. Fuck. What? Oh, great one. Most courageous of all leaders, we have bravely marched into a breathing hole of the giant alien. Triumph was within our grasp.
Is that a Helmicron?
Hang on. Triumph was within our grasp until one of the treasonable females wallowed into a sticky body excretion. But we, the noble knights of Helmicron, shall overcome this hardship and find the strength to silence the giant forever. From the log of the Helmicron males.
Nice.
The Helmicrons didn't seem to notice us as we flapped overhead.
Another thing we discussed is how can they fucking see anything inside someone's face?
Inside a body.
They would be pitch dark and sticky.
Also-
How are your wings flapping?
Right.
What cavities are there for a bird to fly in? Even a tiny one.
Like your nasal passageway, like your sinus cavity, but that's about it.
But also-
anywhere else, it's just straight up goo.
I feel like Marco would be just going like what the
He'd just be like sneezing.
Oh, if you
God.
sneezed
Right.
them out, they would die.
They would just be like
Force, the sheer
bump, 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 bump.
Oh my
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm trying to go to that magic school bus place where I'm like, yes, it's just a huge cavern.
It's a huge cavern.
It's all empty. It's hollow
Yeah,
completely.
okay.
Wait, what was the name of the guy that was always making bad jokes on Magic School Bus?
I think it, like, now that we've said
Marco?
Marco, I'm like, it's freaking Marco. Like, it's...
Because it was all of
I
them
f-
simultaneously saying a name after every
feel
bad
like
joke
his
he
name was
made.
Marco, and I'm not even kidding.
Marco. Like that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Becca, look it up.
Yeah,
Alright,
Google
okay.
that.
All right.
Shit.
The
Arnold
Helmicrons.
was the nerd. That's all I remember. Okay,
Sounds
sorry.
like a nerd. The Helmicrons didn't seem to notice us as we flapped overhead. They were absorbed in themselves, as usual. Tobias. What are they doing? Tobias said. Isn't Tobias the one that's kind of like
It says
Batman?
Tobias Hawk.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
all it
yeah.
says.
Okay,
It's
so
like
Tobias
Batman.
is like Batman. What are they doing? The Helmicrons were standing in a circle like Boy Scouts around a fire. Only there was a Helmicron where the fire belonged.
What?
I don't
What?
know.
I'm lost already.
Consulting a map, Cassie suggested. Making dinner reservations? Quiet down, guys, Jake ordered. I can't hear them. Why must we delay our glorious... Why must we delay our glorious mission? One of the Helmicrons demanded of the others. Oh, go on.
Carlos.
Carlos. See, I
Close.
knew.
Close.
Very
I knew.
Close to...
It
Yeah.
ended in an O. An O.
It ended with an os. I heard a warrior who is stuck and cannot move dies a hero. Should we deprive her of a valiant death? I heard what sounded like the rattles of swords. March on! March on! Several Helmicron voices chanted. I care not for our goo-encrusted knight, another voice said. But we know not what lies ahead. Perhaps the muck extends through the entire alien. Excuse me, Jake said. But what? Goo and muck, Tobias said. What little boys are made of.
Wait, who's Tobias?
He's the hawk.
The one that's stuck
The one
as
who's
a
like
hawk.
stuck a hawk.
But why is he... Oh, why is he talking like an alien?
I think I went to Camp Stuck-a-Hawk as a kid.
Fucking Christ. I think he was like Batman. Oh, but why is he
Oh.
talking to the aliens?
No, why is he talking like an alien?
Oh, I don't know. Coward! One of the Helmicrons shouted. Fool! Said the other. More rattling of swords. I was beginning to think the Helmicrons were going to take each other out and save us a lot of trouble, which kind of annoyed me. I mean, I was big time bugged with the Helmicrons for double crossing us. Who
Big
isn't?
time bugs.
Rachel.
Big time bug.
And I wanted to murder them myself.
It was their fault I was no bigger than a gnat.
Like an actual like gnat?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, big time bugged. I mean,
were
I got
they-
it.
I'm big time bug.
already shrunk down and then she turned into a gnat.
Chapter 9, big time bug.
Well, no, that's what I thought they would do is just turn into bugs
Oh, yeah.
and fly up in there, but they shrank themselves and then turned into hawks.
Yeah.
So they're like teeny tiny hawks.
Baby hawk.
Oh, so she's a hawk the size of a gnat.
Yeah, a
Okay.
hawk the size of a gnat.
Yeah, obviously.
I wanted revenge. I wanted to launch an attack before there was no one left to attack. Jesus.
Helmicron blood.
Eavesdropping is rude, I said. Let's figure out how we're going to capture them.
Gotta be polite in all
Eavesdropping is rude. Let's just
situations.
murder them.
Did we have a voice for Cassie? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Just pick
I
something.
think I've got it, Cassie said. That's the voice I'm picking for that. Great, Jake said. Then, what? The human nose is lined with mucus, Cassie said. Mucus traps dust that floats into the nose. Marco's mucus must have trapped one of the
Marco's
Helmicrons.
mucus.
That was my band in college. We were crust punk.
Marco's mucus.
I don't know why she sounded so happy. This whole thing was just so far beyond gross. Most animals with lungs have mucus, Axe said loudly. You wouldn't expect it, but trying to hear thought speak over the huge debating Helmicrons and
Oh,
the
right.
wind was becoming
They
difficult.
they're like telepathic.
They're talking
Oh,
in
yeah.
their
Yeah.
minds.
Instead of like quotation marks, it's brackets.
Got it.
But it
Okay.
doesn't make any fucking difference. Sure. It's just the dialogue they're having.
All right.
I don't know why they were
In their
like that.
brains.
Andalites have it too. Isn't that special? I said. Guys, could you focus here? We need to talk attack. Okay, bloodthirsty Rachel, Jesus.
Just like,
Look, it's everywhere. Tobias pointed out. He was right. Now that I focused my dim eyesight on the walls and floors and ceilings ahead of us, I could see the snot, oozing, dripping, pooling, collecting like wax under a candle. Must not have been as thick as wax, though. The wind was blowing up whitecaps on the surface of the pools. Whitecaps? I'm not ad-libbing anything. It's questioning its own words. It's self-aware.
Burn it!
Hey, why is it getting so windy? I shouted in thought speak. When they're animals, they speak mentally.
Shouted
Yes,
in
yes.
my brain. It happened suddenly. Gusts of cool incoming wind in a totally different rhythm than before. With my excellent eagle hearing, I heard a distant roar. My eagle brain panicked.
It started snowing, and we all
also-
got really excited.
Also not changing a word.
My eagle brain.
My eagle brain panicked. Wanted to fly. Wanted out of the way of whatever was coming. Louder! Now the Helmicrons had noticed. They were all shouting at once. This... it's not all in caps. I wish it was. Because
Yeah.
now I don't know what's them and what's a Helmicron.
I think it was all in caps when they were like outside the body.
Yeah. This sudden storm will not defeat the mighty warriors of the Helmicron Empire. Just rulers... Oh, sorry. Just rulers of the universe.
Just
Just
rulers of the universe.
Of the universe.
It's
CD.
It's no big time bug or anything, but we're just realized.
Oh my God.
Not a big time bug. Just a little time bug. Louder. The human part of me felt a bit jittery too. The sound was like a freight train closing in on us. Get in the snot, Jake yelled. What? No way. Jake was already flapping toward the deepest pool. Do it now, he hollered. I flew, but it was practically impossible to make progress in the rushing wind, like flying into the eye of a hurricane. I used all my strength, pressed my wing muscles to the bone-popping point. Thump, and landed in a snot puddle. Stuck.
My wings broke.
Thump. Tobias came in for a wet landing on my right. Stuck. Thump. Cassie further up on the wall. Thump. Axe.
Tobias
Thump. Axe.
came in for a wet landing.
Ooh. So,
Nice.
should I do both?
Do both.
Yes.
Okay. The wind hit me like a brick wall. Knocked me off my talons.
I'm gonna start saying that in real life.
Yeah.
There's so much quotable stuff from here. I'm like,
Holy
big
shit.
time bug, just rollers, knock me off my talons.
You can
Marco
buy these books for
Buchan.
your
Taken,
kids
yeah,
now, aren't
yeah.
you?
Oh, absolutely. All right. So I landed beak first in the sticky sea and then started to slide towards Marco's nostril. Tobias grabbed my talon with his beak. I stopped just in time for me to see something tumbling toward us. Something big. A Helmicron. He, she, it, whatever, was bouncing head over foot like a tumbleweed. I shall return! The Helmicron shouted as the wind tossed him/her into somersaults. I shall return to force your surrender, vile air-breathing aliens! Then he/she was gone.
Are they not breathing air?
I guess not. I guess we just learned something today. But they were gone, and so was the wind. Chapter 10. Marco.
So he just exhaled deeply
Yeah, like,
and got
Yes.
one out.
They're like, oh my god, he was breathing the whole time. We were in him. I don't know.
Marco forgot to breathe. He's like,
He's like, I have so many fucking falcons in my nose.
What if he just rubs his nose normally?
I know,
Kills
right?
them all?
Yeah.
And I feel like
It's
I'm
just
being
like
like so conscious
crunch.
of that now. Talking about the nose, I'm like,
Also, like the size of a gnat, but it's like a sea of snot. Like gnats aren't that small.
right,
Right?
yeah. You know when a gnat's up your nose.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that
when you
would
go
be
for a
torture.
summer walk and like a bug goes up your nose, you're like, oh god.
And if there's like 5 of them, that'd
Yeah.
be crowded.
Yeah. Except they're
They should have
fucking
sedated
birds.
him.
seriously,
They're
yeah.
not even.
They should have put him out.
All right. Chapter 10, Marco. I stood in Cassie's barn holding a piece of hay up my nose for about 5 minutes. Naturally, I felt like a complete idiot. As soon as Axe said it was okay to lose the hay, I dropped it, hid the Helmicron ship, and hauled butt out of there. Oh, this
Was
is
that
like
a
Marco's
plan?
Yeah.
perspective.
Well, that's how they got
Okay, I
in
get
there.
it.
Oh, right. They were on a
They
piece of
jumped on
hay,
a
and he
piece
was
of hay.
like,
So,
but it
so
made
I'm
him
Marco. This is Marco now speaking,
Yeah.
I believe.
okay.
I forgot about the hay ride up
Right.
to the nose. I was thinking that was like the tactic of
The
let me.
apple cider and hay ride up the nose.
I thought it was like let me sniff this hay, like if
Yeah.
he has hay fever, and sneeze them out, which would have been a good plan.
Yes. So-
I just thought he was like holding hay up his nose for no reason.
He's
he
just
seems like
sitting
a
there like a
Fucking
chump.
bored.
What wonder what this will do. As soon as Axe said it was okay to lose the hay, I dropped it, hid the Helmicron ship, and hauled butt out of there. I'd ridden my bike over to Cassie's earlier, so I grabbed it and started to pedal toward home. The weather was depressing, gray and overcast and misty. I knew I should probably just go home and hang out in my room. Wait for a message from Axe or Tobias. Mission accomplished. We're heading out. If Jake and the others didn't show up by dinner time, I'd slip out and contact the Chi.
The
Chi?
I think that's the first
C-H-E-E. The
we've heard of the
Chi.
Chi.
Wow.
I don't remember.
He's gonna contact them if he doesn't hear from Jake. So, check on the camera situation.
Gee, what? Okay. I do not remember what that was. I don't feel like doing this entire thing in Marco's voice.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I wasn't aware he had a voice.
Should I do the whole thing in his voice?
I don't
It's a
remember.
lot.
Wasn't you?
Oh, it's so... Okay. Arrange for some of them to play my friends while my friends were... away. I felt strangely abandoned. Weird when you consider 3 people, a bird boy, an Andalite, and a bunch of Helmicrons were holding a convention in my sinuses. I pedaled on. My mind wandered. Have you ever seen Fantastic Voyage? This book is ripping it off.
No one that read this book as a kid knew that movie?
How about Magic
thing I
School
said.
Bus? Or that movie with Martin Short. What was it called? Inner Space.
Inner Space. Oh,
Like
I thought
that.
that was in that book, and I get really mad.
Oh, no. Dad and I caught it on late night once. Raquel Welch. Very hot. Meow. Anyway,
How much of this is in the book?
Yeah,
I feel like it could be all of it, because this book is fucking crazy.
If it's reference, all the
He said
Fantastic
Raquel
Voyage
Welch,
references.
meow.
I said meow,
Okay.
but he did
Seen
say... He said this
The
boy...
only thing I know about Raquel Welch is from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This teenage boy in the 90s was like, Raquel Welch.
Topical.
How
Well, you were
damn.
like Gillian Anderson.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
Hey,
she
Gillian
looked
Anderson
like-
today, y'all. Let's
Yes.
be real. Gillian Anderson today, too.
More than the 90s?
Yeah.
She looked older in the 90s than she does currently.
You are insane. This
We've had this
podcast
fight a
Just
lot.
has
agree
turned...
to agree that she looks amazing, regardless of decade.
She's timeless.
Yeah,
Yes.
she looks amazing now. I'm just saying, Jonathan going through puberty would disagree with you.
All right, Jonathan.
Anyway,
Robot there for a second. Like, all right, Jonathan.
I wasn't going for a robot, but sure. Let's get in the mood.
in the flick, this team travels into the bloodstream of some old dude.
I want Marco to review every movie I've ever
Me
seen.
too! The doctors have him knocked out on drugs and lying perfectly still, like what I should be doing.
Yes.
Supposedly to make Raquel and her posse safer. Maybe, I thought.
Add a little bit more Snagglepuss.
How do you mean?
Like the way Snagglepuss sounded, but like add just a little bit.
This is not gonna. We're not gonna continue when it gets to this
I
half
should
of the
go
table.
home and lie perfectly still. I don't know how Snagglepuss sounds. Maybe I should go home and lie perfectly still. On the other hand, I thought, if I'm going to kick, I don't want to go staring at the ceiling of my bedroom.
Going to kick? Is that something people
This
say?
mortal coil!
In the Nindies.
The Nindies.
I changed directions, headed toward the industrial outskirts of town, toward the photographer kid's apartment. I had no idea how I was going to get the film. I couldn't morph.
You know, that other plot point that we totally forgot about.
Jake and Axe had made that perfectly clear. No unnecessary risks, but I had promised Jake I'd keep tabs on the kid. I decided a direct approach would be best. Nothing was stopping me
Any
from
holocrons?
climbing the fire escape, crawling in the kid's window, and taking what I wanted. Ugh! That got rapey.
Marco. Come on.
Burglars do it all the time. How hard could it be? I dropped my bike against the wall of an adjacent building, crumbling and abandoned. overly detailed for something that doesn't fucking
I was
matter.
gonna say, what kid in their
Poetic.
inner monologue is like, let me put my bike against this adjacent
Hold on.
building. Like, not just like, put bike
Comma.
down, bye.
Crumbling in abandon.
All right,
Comma crumbling.
Becca, if you don't mind searching what a chi is in regards to Animorphs,
Oh, are they not gonna
C-H-E-E.
explain
C-H-E.
I don't remember them talking about
I don't
this.
think that we got to that in the first
Yeah,
chapter.
so I dropped my bike against the wall of an adjacent building, crumbling and abandoned. Spoke quietly to the filthy homeless man,
What?
a
What?
chi, who was watching the front door of the building. Made my way around to the back.
Oh, we're lost.
What?
Yeah, we need to know what the fuck that is.
In the
This is, yeah.
almost
Write
there.
that down.
The kid's apartment building was kind of seedy, peeling paint on the door, dirty windows, graffiti. Nobody lived in that part of town because they wanted to. I knew that firsthand. Maybe the kid was
Jesus,
just a
fucking
kid.
judgmental.
Some
Yeah,
bored
really.
guy who wanted to be a photographer. Well, if that was true, it was time someone taught him to stay out of alleyways late at night. Is he gonna kill this kid and beat the shit out of him?
Seriously.
The fire escape descended into an abandoned lot full of broken concrete, weeds, and blowing trash. A chain link fence surrounded the lot, but someone had knocked down one of the poles. Maybe hit it with a car. Anyway, the fence was sagging.
Anyway, back to my original point.
Like, really burying the lead
I'm
here.
gonna break in here.
I walked right over it and stood staring up at the building. I kept expecting someone to ask what I was doing, to challenge me. But the whole block was deserted. Deserted at 11 on a Saturday morning. The windows on the next building were bricked over. I picked my way over the crumbling concrete to the fire escape. It had a handle, maybe 4 feet above my head.
You guys are not ready to hear what the G are.
I am so ready.
Shit, tell me.
Hold on, let me see how I can shorten this.
Animals that turned into humans?
No,
Read me the entire Wikipedia entry.
I may have to.
That's the episode.
The Chi are a race of androids that look like a skeletal dog with interlocking steel and ivory plates and can walk on their hind legs.
So wait, he just said that the
But a
homeless
homeless
person
man?
was a dog
So-
with steel and ivory interlocking. He's just like, that's cool.
The Chi blended into human culture by using powerful holograms to make themselves appear to be human. They let their hologram go old. Wait,
What?
hold on. This Wikipedia is written terribly. This
Is it
grammar
written by
is
like
making nonsense.
like a 12-year-old child?
I think it was written by the author of this
The
book.
author, yeah.
So, the Chi then blended into human culture by using powerful holograms to make themselves appear to be human. They let their hologram go old and eventually go away to represent death, and then they take on the illusion of another person.
So
That's a lot.
So I
that they
guess-
glossed over.
yeah. So okay, they're basically dog creatures that put holograms on, so they blend
Dog
into
robots.
Dog robots that blend into human culture. But Marco just casually was like, "Oh, this homeless dude is obviously a Chi." Like, so I guess they can sense that.
One would assume.
So, oh my god.
I just wrote down
They-
Chi, dog robots wearing a hologram disguise.
But they like to let their holograms grow old
And die and then become a new person. They've been around since the pyramids of Giza were erected.
Oh, good to know.
They were created hundreds of thousands of years ago by a peaceful and highly advanced race of dog-like aliens called the Permalites.
What?
So
Or,
we're up
sorry,
to, what,
the
5 aliens?
Pemalites. The Pemalites were peace-loving pacifists, and they programmed the Chi, which means friend in the Pemalite language, to never allow a creature to come to harm. This proved to be their downfall when a race called the Howlers attacked,
Fuck me.
and the
Too
Chi were
many.
utterly unable to protect them. A few remaining Pemalites and the Chi fled to Earth on a Pemalite ship that the Howlers used germ weaponry to finish off the remaining Pemalites. The Chi couldn't save them, so in order to keep part of the Pemalites alive, they harbored their essence into an Earth creature much like them, wolves. It is from that union that
I
the
stopped
happy-go-lucky
listening.
domesticated dog was born.
So dogs are cheese. Is that
Dogs
what
are
it
Dogs are
Pemalites.
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 But Chi's still hang out,
Cheese are still around.
so I changed my entry
Getting old,
to
dying.
Chi, dog robots wearing hologram disguises who pretend to die.
I think I said this the last episode, but I think we might have made a mistake starting with episode 42.
I think we might have made a mistake reading Animorphs.
Yeah. I feel like if I was a kid and got into this series, I would have checked out a long time ago. I would have been like, nope.
If I wasn't...
You're asking me to remember like 5 different, and then this alien race also has like a sub. Like, no, I'm done.
Like, this is just going to sound snobby, but like, if I wasn't already reading like Asimov when these books came out, then I would have loved this shit.
You would have been all in on
I would have
Animorphs.
dug it. It's like, oh yes, give me as much world building as possible.
There's
Sure.
more fucking
'Cause I'm just gonna
backstory that I'm
store
just
it up
straight
here.
up not reading. Ooh. Hold on. Let me fix that.
Instead, it was like Star Wars Boba Fett novels and shit. Like,
That's a lot. I don't even know what
Yeah.
just happened.
That's awful.
Where
All
am
right,
I on the...
let's all just come
am I on the
back
left
to
side?
the Animorphs.
I don't remember. I
What's
lost
happening?
time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on the fire
How many
escape?
days?
Yeah.
he's trying to break into that building
Jesus
to beat up that
fucking
little
Christ.
boy.
Okay.
Marco.
My brain is destroyed.
Yeah.
I jumped up 6 or 7 times, finally caught it, pulled it down. Clank, 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 clank.
If only he had some sort of ability to make getting into buildings easier.
He can't because then
Unfortunate.
the people in his nose will be squished.
Because his insides will get rearranged.
Yeah.
All right, it checks out.
Yeah. The science really does check out in these
Yes,
books. You
yes.
can't argue with
Yeah,
it.
no, you can't.
The rusty fire escape made an incredible noise as it unfolded toward the ground. Okay, maybe breaking and entering in broad daylight wasn't the brightest idea. I got
I
ready
am
to
an
run. This is bothering me so much the last time we read, and it's still bothering me. So many sentences start, like, in the middle of a sentence. But every character does it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
every
I
character has
hate
the same
that. If
voice.
one
They're-
character
they're
does it,
children.
fine. But when you can
Yeah.
tell it's
They're
like the
children.
writer's
They're
voice.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Thought
no
I saw a
interest in it.
curtain on the 3rd floor move, but nobody stuck a head out the window. Nobody yelled. Maybe they thought I was the fire escape repairman. Yeah.
Yep, that's a thing.
coming
Yeah,
through.
right. He knows he's an idiot.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm sorry.
For a moment, I considered abandoning this plan, going home and sitting tight. I was worried about more than just the local tenement rent-a-cop. The kid could be a controller. Oh, right. There's something called controllers,
Oh
which
my
you
God.
should
Do
write
they
down,
control
and I already
things?
fucking forgot what they do.
They're like the super in charge
Super in
yurks.
The Yerks control, like, they go into people and, like,
Okay.
take them over. So it's like
Brain
a
slugs.
It's like a human who, yeah. It's a
Okay,
human who's being
sure.
controlled
I got it.
by a Yerk.
Got
Common
it.
nomenclature, brain
Yeah.
slugs.
Right.
This could be a trap. Yerks could be watching from the roof or from the abandoned gas station across the street, waiting for the Andalite bandits to make a move for the camera. I was also worried about the police,
The
the ones
Bandalites?
that weren't controllers. They don't exactly encourage breaking and entering. Get caught and I'd be doing time in juvie hall. On the bright side, I might be dead before anyone could actually catch me.
On the bright side for all of us, Marco.
Yes, please don't. And, like Rachel, sitting tight is not my thing. Unfolded, the fire escape was a wobbly black metal ladder with an even wobblier railing.
But also, like, of course they sound dumb. They're kids.
Right.
Have you heard kids speak? They're dumb as shit.
I have heard kids speak, but
I don't know many teenagers.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know a lot of teenagers. I'm going off a 4-year-old right now. But like when it's
He's an
every kid
idiot.
who does it, I don't know.
Yeah.
You get kind of like
They're a very tight knit group.
yes, yeah, all teenagers do it. Okay, so listen up, guys. I put my foot on the bottom rung and started to climb. Jake had said the kid lived on the 5th floor. I went up, passing a bedroom on each floor. Floor 1, bare futon on the floor. Floor 2.
That's sad.
Depressing.
Yes. I'm like, what year is it? Guy playing Super Nintendo.
Floor 2, train spotting situation. Baby on the ceiling.
Floor 2, empty. Floor 3, flickering TV, empty beer cans. Floor 4, stacks and stacks of books.
Pornography.
He's climbing really fast.
Floor 5, the
Women's
room.
department.
Ding! The room was furnished with a metal frame bed, tossed sheets, a desk, empty bag of sour cream and onion chips. Nice. I would have gone for salt and vinegar, but that's fine. Some notebooks and pens, and a disposable camera. Bingo. The window itself was cracked, the frame
Professional
splintered.
photographer.
Yeah, it's like
That's
like
what I thought.
Yeah, I
it's
thought
just
it
a
was
kid
like-
wasting
A
their
disposable-
disposable.
yeah.
You
So
don't
they
wanna waste
heard
that
like
shit.
click.
Yeah.
Although I guess they were like elephants and gorillas in a Dunkin' Donuts.
I do kind of love going back to that time of like, oh, it's film and like getting the film developed, and it's not just like you know, like anything
took
you
a
see
picture of your
now.
phone, you're
I
like,
took a
oh.
picture of the phone, I uploaded it
Yeah.
to the internet. Your career
They would have been
ruined,
fucked
you
if
know?
this was modern day.
Oh,
That
yeah.
picture would have gone viral
Yeah.
already.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
With her
Like,
weird floppy
Instead
tusks.
of like waiting a week to find
Right.
out your finger was covering the lens, like
Right. Yeah.
oh wait,
And the
none
person-
of these 43 pictures are usable.
And the person, like, thinking about, like, does this person have their own photo lab and chemicals, or are they, like, taking it to, like, you know, the
Like
Walgreens,
CVS.
and the person developing it is like, holy shit, this girl's in the middle of transforming into a fucking falcon. Oh my god, what is this photo?
Or like Photo Hut.
Yeah, right. All right. Bingo. The window itself was cracked. The frame splintered. I easily hauled the window open with one hand, stopped, listened. All was quiet. Bent my head, stepped through, lowered myself into the room, then click, 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 click. A sound that was all too familiar. The sound of Euclid, my stepmom's annoying poodle, trying to run on linoleum.
Euclid?
That's the name of
Euclid, what are you doing here?
My stepmom's an astronomer.
Yes.
In this crack house.
She's an astrophysicist.
Wow.
I'm really ready to read these. It's onomatopoeia, right? When it's a sound. Yeah. I'm really ready for this.
Okay.
Get ready, guys.
Okay.
So, annoying poodle trying to run on linoleum. The door to the hallway was open. I lunged for it. Arf, 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 arf. Clickety, 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 clickety. This didn't sound like a poodle. Okay, I've been a dog. They are basically happy animals. Anxious to make friends, even the annoying ones, like Euclid.
I need to know more about this dog.
I need this dog's whole backstory.
Euclid. Nice doggy, I said, shakily. And then Fido poked his head into the room. He was short and stocky, all shoulders, head, neck, eyes and toes, small eyes, evil,
Those are parts of a dog.
Eyes evil.
laughing mouth, evil, comma, laughing mouth, set with a row of serious teeth. Every one of them was on display.
You were about to say Every.
Every one of them was on display. A pit bull. An angry pit bull. Urgh, he growled low. A string of drool spilled out of his mouth. Too far to make a dive for the camera, so morph. But I couldn't. Couldn't without the possibility of hurting my friends. Not happening. That left one choice. Run. I started back toward the window. Fido lunged, jumped. Ah! I screamed. Snarling, snapping teeth, an inch away from my nose. I heard Fido's teeth clank together. Clank. Smelled his hot doggy breath.
Hot doggy breath.
I put up a hand. Get away, Cujo. Fido sank his teeth into my wrist. Jesus Christ. He shook his head, sending incredible waves of pain up my arm, severing the hand. Get off, get off.
If they
Severing.
morph, they heal. I remember that. If they morph, they can heal.
So it's totally cool that his hand
It
was
severed his hand.
No, I added that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wow.
It's harder to know with this book than with any
It's
other
true.
book we've
That
ever
is
read.
true.
I haven't ad-libbed a single thing while
I've-
reading this.
Yeah. Fido shook again. Ah! I screamed. A baseball bat was leaning against the wall. Ah, I could brain the dog.
You hurt that dog.
A
Marco!
Louisville slugger. I
breaking and
slid
entering.
toward it, Fido hanging from my
Marco.
arm like a very ugly charm bracelet.
I hope he bites his hand off.
You know what,
Fucking
Marco?
Christ.
Like, if they are animals and can relate to animals, I feel like Marco could diffuse this situation without a baseball bat. But
Apparently he's gonna kill
let's just fucking go
Okay,
with it.
Who's
this-
only defending his own house.
If
Right.
this is a pit bull, I do not believe this first sentence on this page, which is, picked it up with the hand that wasn't being eaten, whacked Fido across his haunches. Like, pit bulls are gigantic.
Yeah. Was it a puppy?
Just hard enough to get his attention, not enough to really hurt him.
Don't worry.
I fucking hate Marco.
Okay, so I'd broken into his home, but he didn't have to amputate my arm.
Yes, he did.
I'm the funny one.
The funny one. Also, I have never met a mean pit bull.
Me neither.
They are stereotyped.
Same here.
Absolutely. Every
Yeah.
Pipple
They're
I've
giant-
met has
they're
been
giant
a
babies.
sweetie pie. So F this book.
I mean, they're
Mark
not
out.
conscious of their size.
Sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they think
no.
they're kitties.
Yes.
Also, to be fair, I haven't broken into a house where a pit bull is.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And
That
also,
is
to be
true.
fair, I wouldn't blame the pit bull for trying to chop my hand off.
Neither would I.
There you go.
I'd be
Everything
like,
I've
I'm
heard
the
is they're
asshole.
terrible
I'm
guard
sorry.
dogs
Absolutely.
because they love everyone.
Yes.
I would definitely react and go, ah!
In Marco's voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grrr. Fido growled quietly. Quietly
It's racist for him to assume that dog's name is
released and
Right.
dropped. I held up my mangled arm. Fido backed off about 2 feet, watching me hungrily. A neat semicircle of puncture holes marked my wrist, you know, like a dog bite. A little blood dripped toward my elbow. Bat under my injured arm. What? Oh, he had a bat. That's what he picked up, not the
Yeah, he
pit
picked
bull.
up the bat.
Oh,
I'm
it was
an
like
idiot.
like a bat.
Bat under my injured arm, I grabbed an old t-shirt off the bed. He won't be needing it. Wrapped it around my wrist.
What are you
Who? The
doing?
dog won't be needing it? Who?
That's correct.
guy that
But
lives
it's
there.
not the
Kid. I
dog's
guess he knows
shirt.
he
He's
lives
leaving
there, yeah.
DNA everywhere.
Marco.
All right, guys,
Okay.
you need to get excited because this book has a
we're
bad
ready.
word in it. All right. Crap.
Crap.
Yeah, I could morph and demorph to heal the injury, like I said earlier, because I fucking remembered that shit.
Good job.
Except
Bonus
for the
points.
fact that I couldn't. Wasn't allowed to.
Had
but the pain
falcons
was
in
pretty
my fucking
intense.
nose this whole time.
I have nosebirds.
I have a bad case of nose burns.
Avian boogers. Fido hunkered down and growled low. Nobody had come running. The apartment must have been empty, unless Fido's owners were off somewhere calling the police. I backed toward the window, still gripping the bat. No time to reach for the camera. I had just climbed out when the siren started. I pounded down the slippery rungs of the fire escape, feeling lightheaded. I think he could have grabbed the bat.
The camera.
Yeah, that's it.
So wait,
Camera.
he didn't grab
He
the camera?
No, he stole the bat.
Yeah. And a t-shirt.
Marco.
Yeah. So it's like-
Priorities.
Like, hey, Margo, how'd your mission go? I have this bat and this t-shirt.
Yeah. Marco, what were you up to? I broke into a house. I hit a dog with a baseball bat.
It
It's
says
a
I've been
sweet-
to the Grand Canyon. And all I
It's a
got was
Louisville
this t-shirt.
Slugger and a Pearl Jam t-shirt. Win-win for Marco.
Covered in blood now, though. Won't get much money for this on eBay when it's invented.
How did burglars do this? I wondered absently.
What?
I was running across they do it at night.
And they're better
They
at it
bring
than
a
you.
weapon.
Yeah, I did hear it was 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So
They're not a teenager. I don't know.
I was running across the empty lot when I felt something tickling my nose. I put up my good hand and brought it away bloody. Nosebleed.
Oh, jeez.
From all the stress of that dog.
what?
Maybe a
The
battle.
fight, yeah. The battle. Falcon
just-
blood or hem
It's like a
Gabbing him.
helicopter, like,
This smells like avian blood.
friends.
what do you mean? He was like, puts his finger and goes,
Like little
Rachel?
tiny feathers.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's pachyderm.
Yeah,
Rachel.
little feathers. There's an elephant in my nose.
Little feathers like the size of rocks.
He sneezes and it's like a cat that eats a bird.
Oh no.
Okay, I also want to note that I don't know if you saw this, but in the corner there's like a little morphing
Oh,
Flip book.
flip
And the
book.
page we're on
like
is Nightmare Fuel.
Right now we're in the
It
middle
is,
where it's like a
absolutely.
fucking horror show. Where
God.
Yeah.
half
Dear
elephant, half
listener, you
person.
cannot see it. Be grateful. Be
I
grateful
feel
you
like
can.
Well, yeah, I feel like in the middle of the morphing, they should just be going like, ah!
she's at the first of the most horrible two
Yes,
stages, so we've got a little ways to go of it being
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
terrible.
wow.
Screaming and half human, half elephant.
You know what I think about when I see stuff like that? I think about the graphic designer who did that.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what I do for
Like
a
the
living. and I think,
1993 graphic
yes,
designer.
that like they like
With, like, the first version of Photoshop.
Oh man,
probably like
yeah,
Corel
making
Draw.
yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Stretching
Alright.
this poor
Rough.
girl's face.
Fucking life.
All right, chapter 11.
I get to curse. I'm off.
Yeah.
Today. I get to fucking curse. Oh man, I'm so, what is it? A little big bugged or whatever she said.
Little big bug.
What did she say
What
in the
did
last
she say?
episode?
Shit.
I'm like a little more than bug. I don't know. It's done. I'm sorry, I ruined it. It's fine.
I like little big bugs.
Little big bug. Little big bugs.
It sounds like a battle from the Civil War.
Yeah.
Big bug.
Little big bugs.
The battle at Little Big Bug.
It's where Stalking Cricket battled General
Helmicron.
Leatherbug.
General Helmicron.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Sorry, you can cut
But
this
yes,
pause out.
I
figure it
just,
out.
you know,
I'm not cutting
Big time bug.
big time bug.
Big time
Big
bug.
time
Yes,
bug.
I just want everyone to
Sounds
know
like a
that
boy
I'm
band.
really on brand white mommy tonight. I brought some white wine, and I'm like, I get to fucking curse on your fucking podcast. So, you know.
Cat
You're
is
gonna go
let
home
loose.
and just swear so much in front of your children.
My parents.
I mean, I already
never
do.
censored
You're gonna come home with like an empty bottle of wine and be
already
like,
do.
guess what I just fucking did?
Guess what?
They made
Animorphs.
it very clear that I was not allowed to say what they said when they were
Do as I
around.
say, yeah, not as I do, right? Yeah.
But when I was back in the woods, I was cussing up a storm at like 5 years old.
Back in the
Oh,
woods? Did you
absolutely.
just run out into the woods and be like, fuck you, tree?
No, it's just like shit.
Just by
It's fine.
yourself screaming obscenities.
Just like ripping your shirt open.
No.
Because you're getting away with something. Like it
Ab-
feels great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my son has absolutely said the F word to me.
Oh no!
Yes. And
In what
the
context?
in the
Properly?
car. Yeah, properly.
Oh, yeah, you told me this.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Wait, which one did I tell you? There
Oh,
were several.
Multiple instances?
I don't know. You told me one of them.
Well, mostly it's in the car, like, because when I'm driving,
'Cause you'll swear.
I feel like, yes, so, like, someone, like, cuts me off or something, I'm like, and I stop myself, but, like, yeah, he just heard my tone of voice, and he just was like, fuck. Like, I know that's what you want to say. So, I was, yeah.
It's like,
and
fuck, the word you're searching for, mother, is fuck.
Exactly. And I tried
I'm
not,
helping.
like, I didn't, like, reprimand. I wasn't like, don't say that or anything. I'm just like, let's just, like, not make a big deal of this. But, yeah. So,
Was
it's
it-
100% from me.
Was it you who told me the story of their kid, like, messing something up and going like, God damn it? Or was that someone else?
But
That might, I feel like I
I
haven't.
said something similar.
Yeah, I was
okay.
going to say, I haven't, my kids haven't said good to
My
me.
friend's
Okay.
kid
Even though
knocked
I
you
say
know
it all the
their
time.
Lego
That I know.
tower, their Lego
Yes.
tower, and just went shit.
Yeah.
And like their mom couldn't even get mad because
Right,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Well, he
It's,
used it
yeah, it's
properly."
like, yeah. You knew exactly what the context was.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Yes. Yes. All right, let's
Okay.
jump back in, guys.
Chapter 11, Rachel.
Bankruptcy.
We pulled
Wait.
ourselves out of the snot. My right wing was throbbing, hanging loose and broken.
Oh, it
I was
broken.
missing handfuls of feathers.
Broken.
My
Jesus.
beautiful
So does that mean her arm is... Oh, wait, no, they heal when they morph.
Yes.
Apparently.
I just thought it'd be funny if she morphed and her arm was just fucking broken.
Tobias hadn't been seriously injured, but Jake's beak was broken.
Oh, no!
Jake's beak?
Fuck!
That's...
Uh-oh. What
Cassie's neck was twisted at an unnatural angle.
Cassie?
And Axe was missing half of his feathers.
What
We started to
Merv.
started to morph back into our own bodies. Jesus Christ!
That's fucked up. Did
So
she...
wait, what even just happened though? Because I feel like the last time we left them, they were just flying
They
in
were
snot,
just
and now they're like,
yeah, they got stuck
"Oh,
in the
we're
snot
dead."
and then the wind blew and then a Helmicron flew out. Did the
Okay.
Helmicron like kick Cassie in the
I was
head?
like, I'll get you.
Was it
Yeah.
the wind from Marco fucking
Breathing?
riding a bike
It
like
just
an
punched
idiot?
like all of them as
Probably.
it was moving away.
I did like
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Are the Helmicrons the ones with the hooves? No, that's the
That's the Andalites.
Andalites.
Fucking Axe's fault then. Damn
There it
Andes.
is.
Axe?
God
They're
damn.
gonna name a
I
body
just
spray
came up
after
with a
me one
racial
day, you
slur
guys.
For Andalites.
What?
Andes.
I feel like your neck twisted at an unnatural angle.
Means you're
in
dead.
You
any
can't come back
animal
from that.
form.
Yeah.
You're
can't.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cassie should
If
be
a
dead
bird
right
flies into this window, it dies.
Yeah.
It's not just
Yes.
like, oh, I'm okay.
now. Yeah.
I'll just morph back into a human.
Some people have had their neck completely broken and lived.
All right,
I
Cassie.
don't like it.
All right, Cassie.
Cassie, you did it.
Jesus.
The Helmicrons were only a few yards away, shouting and screaming like maniacs. They didn't seem too worried about their sneezed out friend.
Sneezed out.
This mission may be more difficult than we thought, Axe suggested. We should try to deal with the Helmicrons as quickly as possible. Do you think I snapped, and so did I in my own brain? Me and Rachel are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Like, why didn't, like, as soon as they went up there, he just blew his nose?
The Helmicrons.
End of book.
Yes.
Like, yeah, hold the hay to your nose to be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm allergic to hay.
Well, no.
Or sniff some
like,
pepper, anything.
Because,
right?
like, they're still in the nose.
And why do they want to be in his nose? Are they trying
Because
to
they're
take
trying
over
to,
his
like,
brain?
kill him, I think.
I think they're just trying to kill him.
Marco, specifically.
remember.
I don't
So it's like
remember
all
either.
that time that's happened, and they're still in the nose. Like, as soon as the Helmicrons went up there, he could've just went, like...
Bless
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh my
Helmicrons.
god, the Helmicrons!
He could have just...
Are there feathers? Is it our friend?
He could have just, like,
Brandon!
stopped rocketed in the barn.
He-
And then it
yeah.
would have been end of book.
Yeah,
They
right.
wouldn't have had to deal with this.
He's not that smart. Did you read
Oh
that
my
last
God,
chapter?
kids are dumb.
Where he tried to break into a person's house?
Yeah.
In broad daylight.
Where he tried to break into a crack house?
Oh man, I'm reading ahead. I'm excited for some of the sound effects John's gonna get to make on the next page. But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, dear listener. All right. How exactly can we deal with them? Jake asked. They're bigger than us. 100 times bigger, Cassie added. I guess she's fine.
Wait, can't they just morph again?
Right?
Right. We
Is
have
there
that-
like a cooldown period? Like a
Yeah.
video game? You have to
yeah,
wait for
right,
it to recharge?
Yeah.
Drink a potion.
Rejoining in. 100 times bigger, Cassie added.
100
guess-
times bigger?
These Helmicrons are 100 times bigger? I thought they were...
That's insane.
Do you think...
But didn't they use the Helmicron power to make themselves small? Shouldn't they be the same size?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. 100 times bigger?
Then they would
They would
have
be, like,
just been
microscopic.
the size of like fucking amoebas.
Yeah. If the
Well,
Helmicrons
much
are
like
small
the
enough-
movie Fantastic Voyage, which has been referenced in this book, they didn't really get scale right in that either.
Yeah, we're just gonna suspend our disbelief here. All right. We have the element of surprise, I said. My lips softened as my yellow eagle beak turned into human lips.
Oh, gross. You get to read some morphing descriptions.
Imagine there's a lot of squelching.
Talons turned into fingers. I felt a distinct itching as my feathers flattened out, and the patterns they made on my skin faded like a bad bruise. I was getting bigger, much bigger. 5 of me would have been a whole millimeter long.
Marco's head explodes.
Rachel, no! My broken wing snapped as it twisted and started to grow into a human arm. My insides sloshed and gurgled and turned back into human heart, kidney, liver, lungs. More stuff, but you know, the mains. Suddenly, it was as if someone had turned out the lights. My bird of prey vision blinked out. Hey, I said, it's really dark in here, in Marco's fucking
It should have already
nostril.
been dark
But they
as
had
soon as
bird
they got in there.
That
Let's
made
light a fire.
Let's light a fire in his fucking nose.
That's why his nose is bleeding.
Who has a lighter?
Well, we live here now.
That made B. Cassie's thought speech stopped as her head became more human than bird. Another
Then
advantage.
broken bird neck.
This is like she.
Clacking.
Yeah, so she was starting to talk in thought speech, and then she's ending her sentence out loud. Another advantage.
I'm just imagining her going from a broken bird
She's like-
head to like a
it's
human.
like a fucking horror
non-broken
movie. It's
head.
like The Grudge. Like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like and going
Oh,
from like
wait.
telepathic to speaking.
What kind of bird?
Ah, baby.
Maybe
What kind
they
of
don't
bird
know a
was
lot
Cassie?
about birds. Maybe the unnatural angle to her was just a normal
she
bird
was like,
angle.
"Oh,
There's
she's a
lot of
fucking
birds that
owl."
don't
She's
know.
like,
Like-
So that may be another advantage, she continued. We can morph animals that see well in the dark. How do we know that Helmicrons don't see well in the dark? Tobias asked. We don't, Jake said grimly.
It doesn't matter because you still need to see in the dark.
Right.
It would be worse if they could and you could not.
Just get your night
I
vision
wish Bekah was
goggles.
in this book.
Oh, also, Kata, we didn't explain to you. They're naked right now.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh,
Right,
when they're
their
morphing.
clothes don't morph
right.
with them.
That makes sense to
I
me.
don't remember that.
that's right. They had to put their clothes back on,
They
right?
left their clothes in the alley before the big fight.
I mean, that makes sense to me that
So were
their
they
clothes
naked in the
wouldn't
barn?
morph with them.
I guess they got naked and then turned into...
So these kids
They're
are
just-
learning a lot about themselves.
Yeah.
You
Getting
know,
very comfortable
being a
in their own
teenager is a
skin
hard
or
time,
fur
but you know they're just
or
Sure is a hard time.
right. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. So they don't know if Helmicrons see well in the dark. They don't, Jake said grimly. We don't. I think I do, Cassie said. Marco and I were inside.
I just read something in the text.
Oh.
Yes, no, did you see the noises that I'm excited about? Yeah, that's why. Get ready.
Oh, I'm very
Get
excited.
ready. I think I
very
do,
aroused.
Cassie said. Marco and I were inside a Helmicron ship. It was a very brightly lit, like really great. Like they clearly went to, like
Lots of
great-
fluorescence.
Yes.
So, we can assume Helmicrons need bright light to see, X said. Or at least, that they do not like the dark. Jake made the call. Half battle morphs, half creatures that see well at night. Okay.
What?
Battlemore?
Half battle morphs,
Like the
half...
go-to animal to fight in.
Okay.
Like, all right. Yeah. Half battle morphs. Obviously. Oh, God,
Come
what?
on, guys. We're on book 42. Battlemorphs.
Be like, well, I guess they'd have to have touched it, but they
Do you
touched
see-
a gorilla.
do
Be
you
like
see what we're
a
excited
panther
about?
or something.
The sound
Or a
we're excited
lion.
for you to make.
We morphed. Sprout!
I would have said spoot. But that's
Big leathery ears popped from the side of my head. Sprung! My nose stretched until it was longer than my entire body had been. My nose
long
stretched
noses, great for seeing in the
until
dark.
it was longer.
Is it an anteater bat?
They're like, I'm an elephant.
Wait, is she going back into an elephant? About
great.
a whole half a millimeter. My legs grew massive. 2 teeth.
So how do these kids know the fucking
yeah.
metric system?
2
Are they
teeth.
American? Because they should know
And
the
it's the
metric system.
90s.
it's probably
And
fucking
it's the
Canadian.
2 teeth twisted and grew into curved tusks. I was at least 3 times taller than I had been, 150 times heavier. I really gotta watch my calories. To the Helmicrons, I was a kitty-sized elephant. What?
Was that
kitty-
calorie thing
A
ad-libbed?
kitty-sized elephant?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
to the,
a kitty cat?
like a kitty cat.
So
to the
how does a
Helmicrons-
fucking cat get in your ear? What?
I was a kitty cat-sized
to
elephant.
them.
To them.
Okay, whatever.
That is a lot of layers
Yes.
to fucking keep track of.
I can't fucking do it. Axe in his own Andalite
Smaller
body
than the Helmicron.
was smaller
But
still.
why? I still don't. I don't
To
remember.
what? Tobias, hang on. Tobias was a hork yar.
Horkyar?
What?
Another
Hold on.
thing.
How do you say that, Chris?
That is a Hork-Bajir.
Hork-bajir. Tobias
Hork-Bajir.
Tobias was a hork-bajir at Helmicron
Bajir. Hook Bajir.
at Helmicron mouse scale. Jake and Cassie were fly-sized owls. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck this book. God damn it.
Imagine having a fly in your nose.
I'm waiting for the day that
But
we read
here's
a
the
book
thing.
that we refuse
They're
to
owls.
finish.
No, here's the thing. They're
I
owls.
feel like this is getting close.
They're owls that are the size of flies.
In the nose.
No. They're owls that are the size of flies to the Helmicrons,
okay.
who are already
Or-
tiny.
Just why bother?
But
at this
yeah, exactly.
point?
Just fuck you.
Yes.
Okay, so a hork-bajir is a
Time
thing
out.
that only exists in the Animorphs world.
What?
Because of course.
Thank God.
They are yet another alien race who are peaceful. They were enslaved by the Yeerks and used by them as shock troops. And they seem to look exactly like the fucking Helmicrons to me. They just kind of look like upright dragons.
Okay.
And they're very tiny. That's a hork-bajir.
See, that's what I can't get.
Oh, maybe that is it.
That's what that thing is. It's a hork-bajir.
So
Okay.
that's what I can't get behind.
It's a hork
Yeah, is that looks? Yeah, you've got the same.
So really,
image
this
there.
is the scene that's happening right now.
right.
Elephant
A-
and
accent
and a
is normal.
But
hork-bajir.
also, like, why? Like, I guess by the end of this book, we will understand why this is happening in fucking
Don't
nose.
think.
Why this is in a
we will
nose? Like, because I'm
understand
like, this
shit.
is a crazy battle. But also, just take this battle and be like, don't forget, it's in Marco's fucking nose.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There's
we gotta
some
fucking
This isn't
plow
even
through.
a
Sorry, I have to address this and then we can move on. There's some fan art I found of a
Oh,
horse
no.
Bajir and
Is it on-
Andalite.
Is it on DeviantArt? Because I feel like that's the
scale?
clientele.
Is it
on
Rule
the-
34?
It's on the fandom thing, which I don't even know what the name of it means, but
Check out
it's
this
just like
hot horse Bajir.
the buttocks of this
What?
Andalite are drawn so
They look
detailed.
Like, they look
We see
very
that-
I feel like this must have an
sensual.
accompanying
Ooh, look at those.
damn.
Damn.
fanfic.
Ew, they're fucking.
Damn.
They're like.
I think they're
Dear
mid-coitus.
listener,
Yeah.
you can't see what we are looking at, but
Yeah, this
be
is nightmare
grateful you
fuel.
can't.
they're fucking.
But it almost looks like Clash of the Titans-y. Like the original Harry Hamlin one.
Fuck this, man.
I'm just upset that I saw this. Like,
I don't.
oh,
I'm
look
not-
at it with me,
yeah.
Kata. Look at
No,
it with me.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Really, I'm never coming back. This is my last podcast.
This is what
Thank
happened
you.
last time.
Like,
This is
we'll
what happened.
miss
but-
you.
No, I'll be back. I'll be back.
This is what happened last time with Kelly. Next time, I promise we'll read something better with you. Look, we have Sweet Valley High books.
Okay, listen. I am here for Sweet Valley High. We're all gonna find out if we're Jessica or Elizabeth, okay?
I
And
know.
yes, I am here for Sweet Valley High.
I'm just excited that I finally got to know very, very closely who all the babysitters are,
Yeah.
and that I am definitely Claudia.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, you
we're
are.
very invested in Babysitters
yes.
Club now.
Okay, yeah.
We
You're
started with we did the first
I'm
one.
a
Claudia.
hybrid.
Becca's a Christy.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, guys.
I'm a Christy slash Marianne.
I'm a Christy slash Claudia. The art
Oh, yeah,
for Claudia.
yeah.
You can see. She knows.
It makes sense.
She knows.
She
Becca
knows.
knows. I'm
She
a
knows.
Christy slash Claudia. You can.
I'm
you can
David
tell.
Michael.
Yeah, Chris is David Michael, the little
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we have a Sweet Valley Twins book, a Sweet Valley High, and then a Sweet Valley University, which I never read. The college
all
years.
in the middle of each series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, with no context. But the Sweet Valley High one is called The Secrets.
Okay,
I'm
yeah. Bring
very
bring
excited
me
to
back.
find out that
Bring me
secret.
back because I'm gonna get way off topic. We are Animorphs all the way tonight, but
We will never finish
Sweet
it.
For
Valley,
better or worse.
come back to hear your favorite guest, Kata Kane. On the
Drink
Sweet
wine
Valley.
and say fuck.
Yes, get your
Now,
get
see,
your
here's the thing.
Sauvignon Blanc.
When we do Sweet Valley High, like, I am all about drinking white wine and
Oh,
reading
yeah.
Sweet Valley High.
Let's
Like,
make this happen.
That sounds
It's gonna
awesome.
be like a
Let's make
weekend.
this happen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna
We're
be
going
great.
to have to listen to the
Absolutely.
theme song of the TV show. Did you watch the show?
I didn't watch
Isn't
the
it like
show.
Sweet Valley?
No.
Yes. It is exactly like that.
I just guessed.
I just like the Babysitters Club theme song.
Yes.
Say hello to your
Say
friends.
hello to your friends. I was about to do that for
Babysitters
Sweet Valley.
Club.
Be like, it's similar, right?
Also, one last quick question. Would your fan base
What fan base?
listen
Yes.
to
but-
this?
I don't know, but I'll sure try. How many minutes into this? If you are listening right now, you're on board. They're gonna.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah. If
on
you haven't
board.
turned it off before,
Yes.
You've made it this
Yes.
far.
hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
there you
Which,
go.
like, by the way, we gotta fucking pick up the pace.
All right. Yeah. We're getting distracted. We're getting on Wikipedia.
It's not our
We're
fault.
trying.
It's the book.
I know. No,
We are
it's
trying to
terrible.
solve-
Solve the
here.
mystery of this book. If there's another alien race that's introduced, I'm going to lose it.
Well, see, here's the funny thing.
I'm already
You're the-
done. I'm already done with alien races.
You have become our go-to fucking Animorph historian. We're just like, the chi.
I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, I know, but you're the one who's now
I
like.
have to know
Oh
everything.
my god.
Yes.
It's my curse as a partial Marianne.
Oh, look at this
I
nightmare.
need the answers.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. They're fly-sized owls.
Sure.
Maybe we
Also
should try
about
it.
to college.
Maybe we should try
But
to
fly
channel
to the Helmacrons.
the Helmacron personality.
Yes.
Tobias, wait, what?
What did Tobias
Maybe we
do
should
now?
try to channel the Helmacron personality. Tobias suggested. They
Wait,
aren't.
yell about the patriarchy.
They aren't afraid of being small.
Yes, please.
Maybe they'll think small is scary. Cassie said.
Okay.
Then they're going to be terrified of us. Now what?
I don't like tiny
That's how much
things.
you had left on the
Tiny
page.
things are frightening.
Let's try to reason with them first, Jake said. Oh, yeah, I laughed. That will work. we
to Rachel.
we don't want them shooting Dracon beams at us if we
not
can
looking
avoid
it up.
it,
Oh my God.
Jake said. And Tobias,
Gonna
watch
pretend it's
those
lasers.
blades. We marched forward until we were standing right beneath the Helmacrons.
What
They,
blades? Oh, the Helmacrons blades? Okay.
they paid us zero attention. Jake addressed them.
Zero.
Surrender now, surrender, and we'll let you live as our defiled beasts of burden. Resist us and and will sneeze in your general direction. Monty Python reference. Yes.
Did you say that, or did
No,
they say
that's
that?
in there.
90s,
I do not ad-lib in this book. There's no
Not
reason to.
necessary.
In this world, the Helmicrons have seen Monty Python.
Oh, no,
No,
I
No,
think
that was
talking.
Jake. That
I'm sure the Helmicrons are like, what?
it would sound very different if I was reading the Helmicrons.
was, yeah.
Very original, Tobias whispered, as if calling him out on...
Tobias probably doesn't know. Anyway.
You call that reasoning? Reasoning Helmicron style, Jake explained. What are they doing, I asked, elephant eyes useless in the dim light.
You dummy.
Pick an elephant.
She was like,
We
elephant.
just talked about this.
Also, from what I just read also on the internet, elephants can see decently in low light. They only see the shades of like violet and blue or
do your
something.
fucking research, K.A. Applegate.
Also, another thought. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting a lot. Does this mean that now Marco can transform into a Helmicron if he needs to, since they've touched him all up?
Oh. But
Good
also,
question.
Because
like,
that would be really useful if they could turn into
What
Helmicrons
if-
and blend in. Like, hey guys, what's up? How about this battle
Helmicron,
stab?
yeah.
what if I was an Animorph and I just went up to Jonathan and was just like, bleh, and then, like, all of a sudden I can turn into Jonathan?
Well, from what I read about something else that I forgot already, one of the dog robots, apparently turns into Marco a bunch in a different book.
Awesome. I want to read that one.
But, like, on my own time.
Yeah.
Just for me, you know?
All right.
That's
Let us know how it is.
What are they doing, I asked, elephant eyes useless in the dim light. Fucking
Useless.
poetry. Looking for us, Jake reported. Uh-oh, one of them spotted Rachel. He's pointed his sword at her.
Rach.
Neep, 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 the Helmicrons cheered.
Neep?
What's neep with an N for some reason? What's that? I demanded. Cassie sighed. I'm pretty sure they're cheering. Ha ha! One of the Helmicrons crowed. The insipid aliens fell into our crafty trap. Now they are the ones lacking great size. Victory is before us. Congratulations, I said.
I like Rachel.
There's no room to be
I
sarcastic
like
when
the
you're about to
Helmicrons.
be
Oh, I
murdered.
like the Helmicrons more than anything.
I like them both. Rachel should just join the Helmicrons.
just
Right?
want a book about the Helmicrons.
Yeah. Respect us, Jake bellowed, or we will tell our friend to bring the wind.
Hold on. Just imagine, what are they, like 15, 16?
Yeah.
Imagine a fucking 15-year-old boy being like, respect us!
A 50-year-old
Respect
boy
me!
who is like an animal.
Yes.
What did Jake turn into? It doesn't. Oh wait,
An owl?
he's a fly-sized
Size
owl.
owl.
Imagine
Respect me!
you're sitting there and an owl,
The size of a fly.
says, "Respect me."
Like,
I'd be like, flick.
The Helmicrons started laughing or cheering or whatever that neeping was. I feel like this is another Monty Python reference.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just
what I was
one
the Knights Who Saved
letter
the World.
away.
yeah,
shit.
the nights who say neep.
Yeah.
If so, then K.A. Applegate's my favorite fucking writer.
Holy shit.
One of
You
them
were
took-
like, respect.
Actually,
I
at this
will
point,
respect you.
her name was on them, but she just wrote outlines because I also Wikipedia'd this quite a bit, and it got to a point where she would just write outlines,
Here you
and
go.
ghostwriters would
And like,
Take
so,
it.
yeah,
Oh my
some
God.
other asshole who probably loved Monty Python and Inner Space.
He's like, "This is my time."
and the
I'm gonna write
publisher
the
just has
nerdiest
like
one.
a
They're
3-inch
like, we're
thick
on
cigar.
book
It's just
42.
like, this is great.
Yeah. Book 42. Do whatever the
This
fuck
definitely
you
went
want.
to an intern.
Yeah.
It went to book 70, I think.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. One of them took the flat of his sword and knocked me off my feet. Neep, neep, neep. I was getting angry. Really angry. Jake, this negotiation is going nowhere, Tobias said. Okay, go for it, Jake said. Minimal damage to Marco, please. Neep this. I stumbled to my feet. Neep this.
Neep this. Damn.
I stumbled to my feet, ran forward. So did Tobias and Axe. An ugly black Helmicron boot was right in front of us. Axe slashed at it with his tail. Tobias carved with his wrist and knee blades. I stood right on top of the boot.
Oh,
No
I guess
reaction.
the Herc McGurk or whatever he turned into.
The horn
Blades for limbs.
What?
Because it's a battle form.
Hork McGork.
So her fucking move was to go try to stomp on top of the boot with her tiny, tiny elephant body. No reaction.
Shocking.
Ha! You think to crush the toe of a brave Helmicron warrior? The foot's owner hollered in my head.
Foot's owner.
Your weight is not enough to bruise the hilna of a mighty Helmicron. I had no clue what a hilna was, but I wanted to pulverize some penis. I stepped off the boot, then rammed my tusk straight into it. The Helmicron didn't flinch. Do you know how boots work?
Nope.
What?
Apparently she doesn't.
He didn't bleed. He was, however,
bleed through his
annoyed. So you annoyed him. Good
Cool.
job.
They're Hilna-toed boots.
Throw him off his game by annoying him with my tiny tusks.
My cat-sized tusks. It sounds so cute.
Meow.
Well, I do feel like an elephant the size of a cat. I mean, if it got a boot, that probably wouldn't do anything.
I would
but
love
if it
to
got
have
your
a pet
skin, that would
elephant
hurt.
size of
Yeah.
a cat.
Fucking me too. Don't even
That's
talk to
what
me
we're
about that.
all thinking right now, okay?
Science, make it happen.
I will annihilate you, human! He drew his dragon beam. His very, very large dragon beam.
Hey.
Uh-oh, Jake said. Tissue! Tissue. T-S-E-E-E. Tissue. That's what it says. Tissue.
It sounds like the MC saying tissue.
Tissue. That's what Marco needs right now. I got Chris good, guys. He's
Yeah, you did.
really enjoying
Oh, you
this.
killed him.
I dodged. The beam barely missed me, hit the ground, and then something awful started to happen. Blood began oozing up under my elephant feet. Marco was bleeding.
Oh.
You're shooting fucking lasers inside
They're like,
a nose.
Marco, you're fine. In your nose. Like, deal with it.
That's actually my band's name, Marco.
Mine's Marco, you're fine.
Chapter 12. No title to chapter 12.
Probably still Rachel then. It
Yeah.
just goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Stop! Jake yelled. Desist or you will be blown to your doom! Ha ha! Helmicrons never surrender. Give us the power source and we will spare your lives. Refuse and we will stop the heart of your comrade. What will that get you? I demanded. If you make us mad, you'll never get the blue box. What is happening?
I don't remember what.
The blue box, I think, is the thing that gave them their Animorph powers, and the
yeah.
Helmicrons want it, but I don't quite remember. It's an Energon cube, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
It's the Allspark.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
It's a MacGuffin.
if you make us mad, you will never get the blue box. The human in the morph with the elongated nose tries to bluff. She is obviously unaware of our superior intelligence. Perhaps we shall destroy her next. Can they really stop Marco's heart? Jake asked. Jake asked. Can I ask you a question? Jake asked in private. Thoughts speak that included us and not the Helmicrons because it's like a private
they can,
fucking
like, tune to a different
channel.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, everyone, channel 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, MacGuffintanium. Or MacGuffaluminum.
MacGuffaluminum, that's good. Like unobtainium.
So on the nose.
Where am I? Top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you want to be.
Of course, a few well-timed blasts from their Dracon beams could interrupt the heart's rhythm and stop it. From here? No, Axe said. They would have to be closer to the heart. How are they going to... Prince Jake.
Is Axe
Prince
short
Jake?
for...
Axe interrupted.
Hold on.
Axe is the
Andalite.
Andalite.
Is
Why is-
Axe short
does he
for
call him Prince?
exposition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should offer them what they want. We can't give them the blue box, I said. I agree, Axe said. Andalite technology would be particularly dangerous in the hands of these beings. However, I am suggesting we deploy Helmicron tactics, what you humans call a double cross. Axe suggesting
We are
something
aware.
underhanded? That made me nervous. Andalites are big on honor and honesty. If Axe was suggesting subterfuge, the situation was even worse than it appeared. What's your idea, Axe? Jake axed.
Let me ask you.
Tell them we will give them the blue box, Axe said. Get them out of Marco's body. Then, do not give them the box.
Nice.
Oh, shit!
We did it, guys.
Is Flawless. Oh, shit.
But also might work.
As simple as that? Yes. Okay, you win. Jake told the Helmicrons, we'll give you the box. Let's go get it. The Helmicrons' marble eyes began to roll around madly. Ha ha! One of them exulted.
This time you bend before the majesty of the Helmicron superiority. Now you will grovel before your new masters.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
That's right. We're bending, Jake said. Now let's
For
go.
sure.
Half of us will follow you out of this body, the Helmicron said. The other half will stay to guard the hostage and assure that you do not renege on your end of the bargain, because we're all about weird words in the
God,
English
come
language.
on.
No deal, Jake said. All of you come with us or we don't play. You think us fools? The Helmicron sounded miffed. Miffed is a real word in this
Miffed
book.
indeed.
As if we'd insulted her.
They're big time about it.
intelligence. The time for debate is finished. The time for action is upon us. Brave Helmicron females. That answers it. Follow me to glory. With a clanging of swords, the biggest, nastiest looking Helmicrons began to run away from us. Well, not away from us, but in the direction we weren't.
Thanks
So
for the-
away from you.
Thanks for the clarification.
Oh, this is amazing. This is the best sentence in this whole fucking book. Would these jackanapes outrun us to victory?
Oh
Came another Helmicron voice.
Yay! Say it again.
Would these jackanapes outrun us to victory? Came another Helmicron voice. Courageous Helmicron males, follow me! More clanging, more running. The smaller, gentler looking males took off after the
no!
females.
Smaller, gentler.
It's a matriarch.
Right, sure.
Because they're lizard-like kind, I
The
guess.
boyfriend material.
The nice guys.
Yeah.
Stop them, Jake hollered from overhead. They're heading for some sort of precipice. You don't know that fucking word, you little kid.
Jackanape.
Excuse me. I ran. Tried to wrap my
ran
trunk
so far
around
away.
tried to wrap my trunk around a Helmicron's
Couldn't get away.
leg and hold him back.
Do-do-do.
But it was like a bunny trying to stop an 18-wheeler.
It's just to say,
Not
I was obliterated.
We can all relate.
Oh no, I remember what happened. They shrank too small.
Why?
Accidentally, because they
Oh.
didn't understand the shrink ray.
Ah.
So they got
They fucked
a
it
little
up.
bit too small than they needed to be.
Idiots.
Sure.
Rachel, let go, Cassie hollered.
Then do it again.
They're going to drag you over. Over what?
Kids.
I let go. Too late. One of my massive front legs tipped into an abyss. Momentum dragged my other front leg over. I slipped. Fell. Ah! I tumbled wildly.
This is an elephant
Down,
falling.
down, down into absolute darkness. Chapter 13. Ah! I yelled. Again.
The yelling.
I
Killing
fell
me.
into stomach acid and dissolved. The end.
The book is actually printed on 90% tobacco leaves.
It is quite yellowed. Flipping trunk to tail, over and over. Couldn't sense the bottom. Couldn't sense the shape of the tunnel through which I fell. Rachel, it's okay! Cassie's voice in my head. You're falling down Marco's esophagus!
Marco's like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Margaret Thatcher's just like, oh, what the fuck?
It's okay.
Oh,
you
an elephant in my
anamorphed into Dumbo.
Why? Marco's just, like, riding his bike away from the cops, going like,
trying.
And a cat-sized elephant jumps out.
Oh my god.
Just like,
What is the demographic that was into these books?
I don't fucking know at all.
I don't know
white
any
kids.
of them.
I don't know.
I don't know any of them.
bored white kids.
I mean, I qualify as that. I didn't read this
still
We
book.
don't.
were reading Babysitter's Club.
Yes.
And I was reading
Real
Goosebumps, which is
literature.
way better
Yes.
than this shit.
Yes.
Oh, gross! You should hit in a few seconds, Cassie continued. Don't panic, we're coming after you. Above, beneath, beyond Cassie's voice, a deep, resonating thump thump, thump thump. The slow rhythm vibrated through me the way the bass guitar does at a loud concert.
I've been to a lot. I'm like 15 years old.
Disconcerting.
I'm just thinking his guitar's like...
Disconcerting.
Disconcerting.
His hearts just go like...
I'm
Bow, 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 bow,
Why
bow.
not the fucking drums?
Also, I'm gonna sound like my dad for a
right?
moment.
Yeah, the bass drum.
Famously sounds like a bass drum.
Not like...
I'm gonna sound like my dad for a moment and be like,
Do it.
has anything ever been concerning?
What?
Why is
to
it
be
Oh, it's always
It's very
disconcerting.
disconcerting.
Nothing's like, oh, I'm
This
concerning.
is very
Yeah,
concerning.
Yeah.
This book is disconcerting.
Great question, Chris's dad.
I'll bring it up with him later and he'll be like, that's a good point.
Let us know his thoughts on the
He
matter.
doesn't listen to these. He's an old dumb Republican.
Okay, listen up, guys.
Lock her up. Will he listen down?
Okay, this
He just got a boner.
He
He's like, "Oh,
just
I
stood
don't
up and
even
he was
know
like,
why."
the song of my people.
All right, guys. At the same time, something about the rhythm was comforting, like the hum of the fridge in a darkened kitchen.
Nice.
Sure.
All things I associate with the heart.
Right. Also, I smelled something that wasn't pleasant, something sour, like rotting food. No, not exactly. More like puke. Oh man, what else would be in your stomach? Have digestive feud. High digestive feud. This podcast is being recorded in Baltimore. Mixed with some sort of stomach juice. I didn't even like thinking about this
There
stuff.
are many sorts.
It's called acid.
It's
Listen,
called humor.
they're not.
Okay.
They're not paying attention in biology
Oh
class.
my
okay.
god.
I
Cassie
didn't.
is. She knew the word esophagus.
Yes. I didn't even like thinking about the stuff, much less kersplash. I went under, submerged into a pitch black sea. My elephant body started to sink. And then I realized the fluid surrounding me was strangely
What
hot.
teenage girl hasn't written that in her journal?
My leathery skin began to itch, to burn. Air.
Yeah.
I flailed my big back legs, rose higher. I hit something soft with my head, something that gave under the impact and sprang back.
Ew,
The
what?
side of Marco's stomach or the top? My lungs were burning. Was there air inside his stomach? Good question, and not one I had an answer to. I had to find the opening I'd fallen through. Somehow get back up. Morph, I told myself. No time.
Morph, you have to yell the word morph.
It's like,
Hold on.
It's like bat?
We're missing
like-
how funny she said no time. That was great.
No time.
I'm sorry.
No time. Like, yeah, so the elephant has fallen into the
The
stomach.
elephant
and
is drowning.
Yes.
In stomach acid and being dissolved.
Yes.
Like I predicted. I needed air now. I tried to see above me. Too dark! Air. I needed air. And then, through the panic, like a vision, came an image from the Discovery Channel. An elephant. Swimming. Ooh. Shit, I hadn't thought of that.
Or just morph into bacteria, you dumb bitch.
I don't think
Haven't you
elephants can
touched it?
swim like deep underwater.
No, I don't.
I think
Or in
they could
stomach
probably
acid.
paddle through if they like have a few inches of water beneath their feet.
Yeah, with a weird flat.
Ooh, this is good.
Yeah, they're probably just like "Ugh," until they hit the ground again.
She's giving way to the elephant. I let the elephant brain bubble up. My massive legs kicked. Slowly, I started to rise. I reached my trunk high, up toward where I thought the air should be. Yes! I broke the surface, sucked air in through my trunk,
Is there air?
filling my lungs.
I have to look it up.
Ah, rotten, stinking air. Glorious. Whoever says TV isn't worthwhile isn't watching the right shows. Amen, sister.
Also, that's our bugaboo.
I looked around, dazed and disoriented. My weak elephant eyes more useless than before.
Weak elephant dies.
Why did you turn into a fucking elephant?
To
in
battle
the
for
first
him.
place?
Of all the things, like, yeah, of all the things.
But the sounds. Overwhelming sounds. Sloshing. Bubbling. Far away, that low thump thump. Also, voices.
Also,
Look, one of the aliens is... Oh, wait. Look, one of the aliens has followed us to see you.
Tissue! See? Tissue!
It says it. It says to see you.
How could you... Yeah, is that a Dracon blade?
Yeah.
Tissue! It's like a lightsaber.
To see
It's
you.
trying to be...
To see you.
Yeah.
I feel like when they shoot, they're like this. To see you. I jerked sideways. Yeah, you did. The Dracon beam... The Dracon beam shot went wide. The Helmacrons! The beam had lit up the air pocket long enough for me to see I was sharing the cavernous space with 8 or 10 of them.
Nice.
So do you want to know about air in stomachs? I'll make it quick.
Please.
There's only air in your stomach if you have somehow swallowed a bunch of air and you're like burping
And you're gonna burp,
constantly.
yeah.
There isn't just like a constant level of air, like open space in your stomach.
Okay.
It's only if you're like burping or farting a lot. There's
So
something
Marco's
wrong
like-
with you.
Marco's, at this point, Marco's just like, what? What?
It's not just like there's a level of air and then the waters of
Marco
your
tried to
stomach.
break into that kid's house and he was like, I went to the local 7-Elevens for some more sour cream and onion chips. And he's like, bleh, bleh, bleh.
Can you imagine this happening while he's breaking in and he just like gets caught? He's like,
No, hold on. What if he burps and the bubble comes up and it sounds like an elephant?
he'd be
That
like,
would be amazing.
just another
like,
Wednesday.
He's like, what? I'm an Animorph.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
Wouldn't get it.
Oh, God, okay.
They were huddled together, way off to my left side. To me, in my sub-miniature state, they seemed about a half a mile away. I could hear them somehow. More media imagery. Now it was the drowning scene in Titanic. Only instead of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, this nightmare flick starred a pachyderm and a handful of marble-eyed aliens.
I'm just picturing the elephant on the back of the boat, like. So I'm like, nice. Yeah. I'm like, nice. Late
And Kate
90s.
Winslet's just
okay.
like, no.
That wild shot
Get
let me
off the
see
door.
that though the Helmacron's legs were submerged, the rest of their bodies bobbed above the liquid, treading water or floating. Couldn't tell. Couldn't see any effort to stay afloat. I could, however, hear them arguing. We must blast through the left wall! That is the path to true glory! Imbecile! You think us morons? Only the right wall can feel the sting of the Helmacron's wrath.
There's a lot of infighting amongst the Helmacrons.
Helmacrons.
Missed. Phew! Missed. The Helmacron's aim was way off. But I almost didn't care because the pain in my skin was intensifying because I was being fucking digested.
Yes!
As an elephant.
I do feel like it would be better as an elephant than as a person.
Yeah.
Like your
Sure.
skin
More-
is
As
definitely
like a
thicker.
whole elephant
Yeah.
with like leathery, thick skin.
I would be interested to know the
Like if that-
rate difference.
I feel like if that owl went in, it would come out a skeleton.
Hundreds, thousands of raw nerve endings were screaming madly. The ironic part about all this was that it wasn't the first time I'd been nearly digested.
What?
I'm
So-
sorry.
Rachel, what?
Books 1 through 41. I digested.
At least half of them,
Yeah.
they got digested.
You guys don't know. She's
my
probably been in this
fucking
situation
God.
tons of times.
Oh my God.
But that's another story. I'd like to
Is that
think
what it says?
That's what it says.
God damn it.
That's Animorphs book 32. Please read it.
I'd like to think that it doesn't come up in any other Animorphs. It's just Rachel's story, and you
Yeah.
know what? She's not ready to share it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah.
She's like, this
It's
is my
just
deal.
for Rachel.
Oh, Rachel.
Cassie, I roared. Where are you guys? We're coming, Cassie replied. What's taking
That's
so
an
long? I asked. We had to morph. What's the big hurry? Jake asked. Oh, no hurry. It's just that Marco is digesting me, I shouted. Does it
No
hurt?
big.
Cassie asked stupidly.
Dumb bitch.
Remember in Batman when the Joker dropped his enemies into a vat of acid? Jake, I'll take that as a yes.
Wait,
Oh,
hang
you
on.
guys only know one Batman.
Guys, that's not what happened. The Joker didn't drop his enemies into a vat of acid. Batman dropped the Joker into a vat of acid, which turned him into the Joker. You dumb idiot.
Were they even watching Michael Keaton?
Did you even see Batman?
Fuck you, Rachel.
Fuck
There's
you,
so many-
Rachel.
She's
You know
got
what?
the Batman name.
Rachel, yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't even know you were going to be in Batman.
Yeah, you didn't even
your
know.
future.
You didn't even know, Rachel.
Katie Holmes,
I can't
Maggie
believe-
Gyllenhaal,
I-
who fucking knows?
Cannot believe Chris is not in the room for this
He'll be
atrocity.
You know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
We're all gonna move
Okay,
past
I'm gonna start chapter 14.
Okay.
Chapter 14. Here's an excerpt from the log of the Helmicron females.
Yes.
it. Nice.
Most omnipotent leader, catastrophe has struck our ranks. The alien is full of bizarre, lightless caverns and caustic fluids. 2 of the weaker males have succumbed. But even though some of us are
Thanks.
blinded, we are the boldest of the bold. We will march forward to the beating organ, stop it, and embark on our plan to conquer the universe.
So they know what a heart is, but they're
Yes.
like, what's all this other shit?
Yeah, what's all this goop and
Why is there
acid?
this goop?
So they're like, if we
What's
like,
this air?
if we get to this teenage boy's heart, we conquer the universe.
Because then they get the MacGuffin
What?
box.
Yeah, come
But
on.
no, they don't, like, if they...
But
yeah.
I don't
Seriously,
know.
fucking go
You
pee
missed-
during a Batman
you-
party?
Yes!
You missed it, Rachel.
Rachel, okay, just real quick.
Okay,
I know
so
You know what? No.
No, I'll
No.
listen to.
You need to
You
suffer
don't listen
through
to
this.
our
You
You need
podcast.
to tell me about it after we record.
You
this.
need to hear
Keep going.
this, because I need your response on
I heard
camera.
acid and Joker and
we'll go
Batman.
over it later. We'll
They
go
were
over it later.
reference-
But
yes,
you know
yes,
what? We haven't left the world of
We gotta
bats
go.
yet.
We gotta go.
I couldn't see my friends by the time they arrived. The acid had splashed into my eyes.
Oh, God.
Why am I reading the horrible part?
I don't know.
It's special.
Better than the boring parts you used to read.
Is it? The acid had
Is this the new
splashed
Bekah page?
into my eyes, eaten away at the vulnerable eyeball, painfully blinding me.
Children's book.
But I heard a clumsy flap way overhead.
What?
Wings. Bat wings. The perfect morph for seeing in the dark. Maybe you should have all fucking
Yeah,
done
you
that like an hour
dumbasses
ago.
that were like, okay, we're owls and
Too late now.
elephants.
You're an eyeless elephant.
Her eyes have melted.
Morph your eyes.
God, what the damn it.
Fuck.
Stay away from the acid, I shouted to them redundantly.
debs. Oh God.
So wait, hold on. So like, if they heal by morphing,
Do her
they
eyes come
could
back?
sell a lot of ivory.
Honestly, Chris, I was thinking it. I didn't say it,
I mean,
but I was thinking it.
that's a great idea.
Because I mean, they could just like
These
hack
kids,
those
these
suckers off.
kids
She could
could
morph, be
make
fine,
bank.
and then morph again.
Yes.
Get 2 more tusks.
I was
Yeah.
just wondering, like, the extent of what the morphing heals. Like, if you get a headache and you morph and come back, is your headache gone?
That would be great.
The girls are like, oh man, I'm on my period. I just need to get these cramps out of
shit.
here.
Oh, but
I was
like,
just a fucking bird for a
but like,
second.
but like, what if you like turn into a cat and like
Sorry,
you're in
it's not
fucking
friends.
heat and an asshole?
That
Like,
would be rough. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go
Well,
down
why
that.
What did you say?
an animal in heat is difficult.
But
to
listen,
deal with.
guess what I guess to say on this page.
Ooh, what?
Two tissues.
Two to see you.
And the Helmicrons. Stay away from the acid and the Helmicrons. Hey, that was close, Cassie complained. What a bitch. We've got to figure out a way to take the Helmicrons' toys away.
That's what they are.
What can you see? I demanded. There's only one way out, Cassie reported.
What do your bat eyes see?
What do you see with your
Also,
bad eyes?
nothing. Bats don't see.
A
Bats
lot
use-
of them do.
But they use. No, they don't. They use.
They
That
combine
thing.
the two.
So echolocation.
Yeah.
They don't see. They just go like.
Blah, 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 blah. So listen, we're gonna have to go back up the esophagus. You too, Rachel. Great. That meant I had to morph a bird or bat.
Yeah, would you rather be shit out? Because that's your only other option.
That meant passing through my human form and hoping I wasn't burned alive in the process. I braced myself for a new phase of pain.
Can she just, like, grab onto a piece of a bagel or something as a rat?
Also, a new phase of pain. Your fucking eyes melted, bitch.
I
Like,
know.
what more pain do you want?
God.
What?
Okay, I'm going to morph out. I'm like, that is another one. I'm gonna morph out.
I am so over this elephant.
Rachel, try to do it as fast as you can, Via said in private thought speak. I began to shrink. My trunk collapsed into my face with shocking, slamming force. I fought to keep my half-formed nose and mouth up in the air. Vaguely, I was aware of the sound of Draken beam blasts and my friends' thought-speak voices. I tried to focus on them, anything to distract me from the blistering agony.
My eyeballs reformed.
Yes. Prince Jake.
And everything else melting.
Yeah.
I like how, does Axe call everyone like Prince and Princess?
I think so.
Okay. Prince Jake, I believe we have a problem, Axe was saying. I'm not sure we can go back the way we came. Some sort of circular muscle has closed off the passageway. A sphincter!
Is that in there?
Yes.
God.
And I like how, like, the person, it says a sphincter, and the person, the way they say it, Cassie, of course. Like, of course Cassie was
science
talking about
nerd.
sphincters the whole time.
You mean a butthole?
I have a question because I don't remember.
Go ahead.
Can they talk to Marco right now, or are they too
No.
small somehow?
I think.
I feel like the answer is no.
Okay.
But
Can they
he's
be
not.
like,
Axe
drink
is
some
not.
water and open your sphincter?
Really, I don't see why they couldn't.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
can't
the
remember.
thought speak, the whole thought
Oh.
speak thing.
Keeps you
Guess
Yeah.
what?
breathing
Oh,
air
it's about to.
Oh shit, I wrote this book.
You're like, I am
wrote
K.A. Applegate.
So we'll tell Marco to open it, Jake said.
Open your sphincter,
Open your sphincter. Hey, Marco, open your sphincter.
I like that
Marco's like, what?
I like that he's just like waiting in line for a movie, and all of a sudden he's just like, oh no.
He went to go see a movie. If I'm gonna die seeing Point Break.
If I'm gonna kick,
No, you went to go see Batman.
Yeah.
someone needs to get this shit right.
Yes.
Think again. That muscle keeps food from traveling up the esophagus. It's involuntary, like breathing. Marco can't control it. We're trapped, Jake said. Trapped above a sloshing pool of acid, Cassie confirmed. Something else, Tobias said. A couple of the Helmicrons aren't moving. Dead? Jake asked. Digested.
Yes.
Ah! I yelled. My leathery hide. Wait, ah! I yelled. My leathery hide had smoothed, softened into human skin. Was I fully human? Must have been, because an intense agony hit me, made me gasp and swoon. My skin was burning, and it felt like I was being rubbed with red-hot sandpaper, eaten away by flamin' acid. Tightening.
Oh my gosh.
As if I were shrinking away from the bone, shriveling into ash. I gritted my teeth. Morph! I ordered myself. But my brain was foggy with pain. I couldn't concentrate. I was nervous and sweaty. My heart was beating way too fast. Keep going, Rachel! Cassie cried somewhere far away.
You can do it, girl.
I hear the humans over there! One of the Helmicrons shouted. To you!
So wait, where are the Helmicrons? Are they in the esophagus still?
There is this fucking
So
They're
just
just floating
Yeah.
around in the acid being slowly digested?
Yes.
Okay.
Phew!
So the real solution was not sneezing them out, just waiting for them to fall into his stomach and then be eaten.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess. I don't know.
Through the incredible pain seeped anger. I was starting to get incredibly ticked off. Though,
Rachel,
let's
smash.
remember, ticks are
I'm
useless in
so
battle.
ticked off about being fucking digested in this
Ticks
stomach.
are
Just
useless.
like big time bugged about the
Big
situation.
time bug.
Big time bugged about being digested.
I was starting to get incredibly ticked off. Marco slowly digesting me, Helmicron shooting at me.
That asshole.
No way was I dying here like a piece of bacon in a frying pan. And that meant I couldn't pass out.
Bacon's
Had to
dead
morph.
already.
Bat, 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 I thought. Go Rachel, Jake called with his mind. Then... Phew! Chapter 15. Ah! Jake yelled. Kersplash. Watch out, they're shooting at us, Cassie shouted. Phew! I have been hit, Axe. Just says Axe. Kersplash. Phew! Cassie, watch out, Tobias called. Kersplash. Phew! Kersplash. Ah! Cassie yelled. Ah! Jake yelled.
Is the curse splash the like
Tobias
lasers
yelled.
hitting the stomach
No, I
acid?
think it's them falling into
Curse
the acid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Axe yelled. What is going on? I asked foggily. That had a quotation in the front and then a bracket in the back.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I see that. That's.
Oh, because
But-
she's like morphing.
I guess it doesn't say so, but I could see. What is going on? I asked, but I could see. They were
She was her eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
Her eyeballs are back.
Her
Yes,
eyeballs are back.
her eyeballs
and now
are
they're
back.
bats.
Bat balls. Sorry.
Wait, I don't
Sorry
know.
in
Ew, God,
advance.
why? What is happening?
You got the gross page.
They were demorphing. Cassie quickly, the other three more slowly for some fucking reason. Don't! Cassie yelled as her human lips and teeth began to form.
Oh.
Morph! What? I screamed wildly,
Chattering.
kicking to keep my face above the acid, desperately chanting, bat, bat, bat in my head. Because I guess this book was the inspiration for the What We Do in the Shadows TV show.
Bats?
Human form.
My skin is bubbling off. Give me a second, Cassie grunted in a strange,
My
pain-filled
tits are on
voice.
fire.
Then climb on my back.
God.
Cassie was growing. In the weird red half-light, it looked as if a rock were rising out of the churning liquid.
What?
And then the rock was twice my size. Then double that. Bigger and bigger. Cassie was going humpback whale.
Oh, Cassie. When did you touch one of those?
Right.
I want to
Right.
know. I want to know,
I mean, do you
Cassie.
think, like, as soon as they got these powers, they were like, we're going to the fucking zoo. And we're touching
going to
things.
Oh, yeah.
SeaWorld.
If I got these powers, the first thing I do is like touch all of our cats, and then like go outside and just like touch animals.
I thought earlier they should turn into whales. And then I was like, they've never touched a fucking whale.
Books
Cassie
1
has.
1 through
Okay.
41. The whale.
Cassie
name.
probably touched one at science camp.
Yes.
Cassie went whaling one summer.
went whaling in Japan.
Yeah. It's an
Our-
internship.
She was like, touch.
She was like,
everything.
spear, touch.
Our own personal aircraft carrier appearing out of the sea. Maybe not impervious to the acid,
Yeah.
but tougher skin than a human. I do love the switcheroo of having a whale stuck in a human stomach.
Ah!
There you go.
Who also needs to breathe air.
That's true.
And it like does a blowhole, and Marco's like,
It's fine, he's very gassy. There's
Yeah.
lots of air pockets,
Marco's
apparently.
on the toilet like, oh!
what's happening to me?
Oh my god, the next
Still
Marco
in the
chapter is going to
7-Eleven,
be
yeah.
brutal.
Oh my god.
He's like waiting in line somewhere else again because it's
Yeah.
all he's doing in my head. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden they just hear like,
He's like, sorry.
humpback whale sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like his farts sound
Uh,
like a humpback whale. Yeah,
I didn't eat breakfast today.
yeah. Oh, with the weird stomach sounds. Got it. Okay.
Now fully human, Jake crawled onto Cassie's still growing back. Then he leaned down and pulled me up, my raw skin screaming at his touch. I lay back,
Oh.
gasping. Tobias was back in hawk form.
By the way,
He took to the air,
fully
hovering
naked,
above
right?
us.
Like fully
Yeah.
naked.
And her raw skin
like,
was screaming at
Fully
his touch.
nude.
In
She's
acid.
like basically a skeleton at this
Yeah,
point.
she probably looks like a burn victim.
Or like the mid elephant form.
Axe's hooves and weak Andalite arms weren't much use on the slippery back of the whale, so Jake held on to him. I am beginning to think this mission was foolish, Axe said, glancing with stalk
Oh,
eyes at the patch
Axe.
of burned fur on his hindquarters. He's staring at his ass.
My
Standing on
hands are
top
like
of a
that.
whale inside a
My
stomach.
perfectly toned ass, if that drawing was anything to be believed.
Yeah.
That was definitely Axe in that drawing.
Oh yeah. That was X's ass.
And also, didn't he say that like 3 chapters ago?
Well,
What?
I mean, they did name a
That it
body
was a
spray
bad
after
fucking
it.
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Yes, his legacy lives on.
That's
His
the
body
big-
spray.
Yeah, his body spray.
No, yeah.
Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Marco's body seems to be doing an excellent job of defending itself. Against us, Cassie said. 2 more of the Helmacrons are dead? I asked, lips and teeth and tongue about the only part of me not fried.
Horrible!
Yikes, Rach. And excuse me while I try to morph and demorph to get whole, I added. Yeah, Jake answered, still panting. 2 more down. Arrivederci and goodbye, I said bitterly.
The sass while she's
Oh,
fucking
Rach.
melting.
She's
Yeah.
like, arrivederci.
I might look like a Slim Jim, but I'm still gonna tell it like it is.
It's disgusting.
Didn't matter what I became, so I chose grizzly just to feel like I hadn't been totally defeated.
Bear?
She could have been a grizzly bear. She could have been a bat this whole time, and she chose fucking
elephant.
elephants.
Famously good on their feet in rough terrain.
Easier
Sure.
to touch an elephant than a grizzly.
Sure.
But she's touched a grizzly. If she chose it.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about
What
that.
if you touch someone
Yeah.
that touched an animal? Does that count?
I don't know if they still have, like, the fur on their hand.
Yeah.
What if you touch a stuffed animal like at a lodge?
Sure, yeah. You're just a deer head, though.
Yeah.
You're like, just not
Clattered on the ground.
Yeah, you're
Just like,
like, she's like, kill me. All right.
Antlers just clacking.
Well, not dead exactly, Axe said now. Remember, Visser 3, you know Visser 3, he told us the Helmicrons, I'm
I
assuming.
think it's the
he-
evil dickhead or the person in charge of the Helmicron.
Okay,
Okay.
Visser 3 told us the Helmicrons are fungible. Kill one and
Fungible?
Yes. Kill one and his mind is absorbed by the rest of the species. I guess this is Axe
Okay.
talking, so sure, he's an alien. He's going to say,
what?
No,
He's gonna
Mr.
say
3 is the
fungible.
big bad of the whole series. I think.
okay. Whatever, Jake said. The good thing is they're not shooting at us. Tissue, tissue. This font is smaller. So, tissue. Ouch, Cassie said. The bad thing is that you're wrong and that I'm an awfully big target. We've got to get out of here, I said. Briefly bare and a little less horrified. What's the plan?
Fucking God. Capture the Helmicrons and leave, Tobias stated, coming to land on the whale. Great, Jake said. How? Attack, I said. Attack with what? Jake asked. We tried. They're armed. We're not. Morph shark? Axe suggested. When did you touch a shark?
Also, they don't need to morph into anything. They just need to get out of there,
Yeah.
and then the Helmicrons will be digested.
More shark, Axe suggested. Could work. Look out, Tobias. The Helmicrons are up to something. I squinted in the gloom. All I could see was a bright glow, like a welder's flame. Time to demorph and get some better eyesight.
Almost certain that no light penetrates to the stomach.
Yes. Agreed. Tobias took off again, disappearing into the black. A moment later, he was back. Looks like they're trying to blast through the cavern with a Dracon beam. You mean blast through Marco's stomach? Cassie said. What's on the other side of the stomach lining? I asked, balancing precariously on her big curved back through the demorph. Where do they think they're going? Should be... Cassie hesitated. A blood vessel? Good, Jake sounded relieved. Then we have nothing to worry about. The Helmicrons wouldn't go into a blood vessel. They're not fish. They drown. Also, Marco's gonna die.
They should be drowned already.
Oh god, we're so close.
Oh my god.
I just love the Helmicrons dove into him with no plan.
Yeah.
So did they!
They were like, we know there's a thumping thing we have to kill somewhere in
Yeah.
this organism. We'll fucking figure it out on the way.
Figure it out.
So they're stuck, Tobias. Stuck unless we ask Marco to throw up, I said, gingerly running whole fingers up an intact arm. What the fuck?
Ew.
Jake nodded, which
She's
means
just like caressing her skin.
which means we'd be vomit too. Maybe they'll surrender once they realize they're cornered. Surrender is better than drowning or frying. Hang on, Tobias shouted. One just went into the blood vessel. What? No way. We need to be closer, I yelled. Cassie powered her tail and flippers. The rest of us held on, fingers and talons anxiously gripping. The Helmicrons were gathered around a long slice in Marco's stomach. The slice had closed, the way a cut automatically does. But I could half
What?
see the skin oozing
Does
a red
it?
liquid.
Is he Wolverine?
Blood.
Yes.
Blood. Blood.
He touched a Wolverine.
He touched hole.
What was happening to Marco? Was he experiencing intense pain, lying in bed, at
Almost
home, or in a
certainly.
hospital,
Oh, I-
groaning, expecting a gruesome
God,
death?
The next chapter is Marco.
Whatever he had to be lonely and scared and extremely angry. Marco must have the worst case of heartburn in history, Jake said. A joke, but Jake sounded worried too. The Helmicrons turned away from the opening to face us.
I finally get one. Tissue!
Yay!
Ah! Cassie shouted, my eye! Stop shooting! Jake shouted at the Helmicrons. Why did you
If
try
only
that
they had
sooner?
done that from the
Yeah,
beginning.
right?
God. We can get you out of here. Surrender now before any more of you die. Brave and worthy Helmicrons do not surrender, one of them yelled. It is you who must capitulate to us. Grovel, humans.
Why do they know so many four-letter words?
The Helmicrons are amazing. Why? Jake asked. Without our help, you'll never get out of this stomach alive. If you refuse to cooperate, you're going to die here. Neep, neep, neep. We will be victorious. One of them shouted. And when we rule,
love them.
and when we rule the universe, we will not spare your lives.
Oh, damn.
Not even so you may scrape our boots.
The ones you stepped on earlier, which we have not forgotten.
A Helmicron never forgets.
The Helmicron stepped forward. He stepped forward on what? Surface. Ew. Ew!
Get it?
The Helmicron stepped forward. He pulled apart the slice in Marco's stomach, began to wiggle in through the flaps of skin. Then, slush! With an awful sucking sound, he disappeared. Wait, did he go out of the stomach or into the stomach to yell at them? I guess out of the
I
stomach.
think out of the stomach.
He reopened the cut from previous.
Yeah.
And went
And slithered through.
Yeah.
He was like a fish, just like.
flaps of skin. I wish I hadn't read that. Oh, you get some fun words.
Should I do these two?
Yeah, we have to.
Sure.
Say yeah.
All right.
We
Yeah.
have to
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, we
get
gotta
through
get.
this.
I think
All
this is the
right.
last chapter.
Yeah.
Guys, it's chapter 16. Thank you so much, dear listener. To victory! Slush. Another Helmicron disappeared through the stomach lining.
Is it like curtains they can just part and
Yeah.
walk through?
Well,
Yeah.
so get ready. To glory! Slush. Another gone. To still the beating organ. Slush. Another. Now there were only 5 left. 4 had already entered Marco's bloodstream as calmly as I
Bloodstream?
would step onto an escalator at the mall.
Like
really?
a vein?
I'm pretty
Like-
sure you wouldn't scream at the top of your lungs to glory stepping on the escalator at the mall.
I do.
I mean, technically your bloodstream would be rich with oxygen, but not in like an air form.
Yeah, you still drown in blood. Also,
Blood.
every time they are opening the wound, is blood just pouring into his stomach? That's what I'm
be.
guessing. Every time they do this, it's probably just like gushing blood into his stomach. And Mark is just like, what the fuck?
I still
Well, like
picture
a bleeding
him
ulcer.
at a 7-Eleven for some reason. He's
what?
like ordering
He's
like
definitely
a
getting a
taquito.
Slurpee.
A taquito, yeah.
A taquito and a Slurpee at
Oh,
7-Eleven.
you know
He's
what
like,
it is?
oh,
You know what it is?
The Taco Bell, he's like, I'm starting to think this was a bad choice.
He he takes a bite of a taquito, but then like barfs blood. He's like, whoa, God.
oh my god. It truly, it was horrifying.
You don't say.
What are they doing? Cassie asked, trance-like. I couldn't look away. None of us could. We were exhausted from the rapid fire morphing, the acid bath pain fest, the utter strangeness of being inside the human body.
I am exhausted from this book.
We did nothing to stop the Helmicrons.
It's true. It
is true.
Literally nothing.
You're useless.
Maybe it's a kamikaze mission, Tobias suggested. Maybe they don't care if they die as long as they kill Marco. But they're going to drown before they get to Marco's heart, I said. It's suicide, Jake agreed. Pointless, crazy, doesn't make any sense. Nothing these beings do make any sense. Oh, sorry. Axe pointed out. Axe is like, nothing these beings do make any sense. I thought it was Cassie, sorry. 2 more Helmicrons wiggled through the cut. Only 2 were left in the stomach now. To the cowardly heart of the swollen alien. Slush. That sound. I was going to hear it in my nightmares. Like, this is
Me
not going to
too,
be
Rachel.
all your nightmares. Will it hurt Marco to have them in his bloodstream? Jake asked suddenly. They should suffocate quickly.
It's just like,
So Cassie's not worried. They should suffocate quickly, and then they should be broken down and washed out like any waste. Slush!
These white blood cells act anything like they do on the Magic School Bus. We have nothing to worry about.
I love that the Helmicrons going through the stomach lining is more horrifying to her than all of her skin being melted.
Just
acid.
everything that's happened to her up to this point.
Just even
damn.
demorphing from an elephant was pretty fucking gruesome.
yeah.
Granted, we don't know what happened in the last 41 books.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. They've seen some shit.
Yeah, she's been digested a couple times.
Yeah.
The last of the Helmicrons disappeared through the cut. Another possibility occurs to me, Axe said. What possibility? Jake demanded. Perhaps our basic assumption is incorrect. What assumptions? Tobias said. You go into an airless environment, you suffocate. What's the big debate? The bloodstream isn't airless, Cassie said. Cassie, PhD, said.
We said this like 20 minutes ago.
Blood contains oxygen. The main purpose of blood is to carry oxygen around the body. Yeah, but you'd have to be a fish to breathe it, Jake argued. You'd need specialized lungs. Who said that? How do we know the Helmicrons aren't fish? I asked. Honestly. Knowing in a flash that we'd royally screwed up. Oh, now you know that you royally screwed up? The Helmicron homeworld could be an aquarium somewhere in Iowa, for all we know. Yep. They walk on dry ground, Tobias said. Maybe they're, those animals that can live in water and on land, I suggested, like frogs or turtles. Like an amphibian.
Oh,
you
so
dumb
like they know
ass.
all that other shit, but she doesn't know the term amphibian?
Amphibians, Cassie said.
Thank you, Cassie.
Cassie.
Or,
She's the real hero.
or maybe they do not breathe at all, Axe said. How can you be alive and not breathe? I argued.
How can you be a human and turn into an elephant?
How can you be sitting there debating this right now? This is the
In
important
Marco's
thing.
fucking nose.
Axe,
Let us not forget.
Axe blinked his main eyes at me.
His main eyes.
Because he has two eyes, and then he also
Oh,
has
yeah,
two
they
more
got
eyes,
eyes.
stalks that can look elsewhere.
Wait, who does?
The
Axe.
alien.
He's
Oh,
the
got it,
Andalite.
got it.
The blue centaur.
Okay, got it.
Axe blinked his main eyes at me. Trees are alive and they do not actually breathe.
You dumb bitch. He intoned.
You idiots.
You dumb bitch. If Helmicrons don't breathe, why do they have noses? It is possible the organ has another use, Axe said. Arousal. Although it is hard to imagine what it would be. This from a boy who eats with his feet, I said dryly. What?
Does Axe eat with his feet?
I guess.
He has hooves.
Jake sighed.
She's like,
Are you telling me the Helmicrons we saw we just saw walk through a hole in Marco's stomach aren't dead? They don't really die, Cassie said miserably. Fungible, remember?
Fungible.
Whatever, Jake bellowed.
Cassie, you are a know-it-all.
Are you telling me we have to go after them? The Helmicron's physiology is unusual, Axe mused. I understand that they were unusually buoyant in the stomach fluids. It is almost as if they are... Cork, I interrupted.
Cork!
Or mushrooms, Cassie said. I'm almost at the end of the page. Don't interrupt. We're almost done.
let's get this over
Great.
with.
So how do we go after a bunch of mushrooms? Dolphins? I suggested.
My God.
Dolphins have to surface to breathe, Cassie said. And we won't be able to surface in a vein. The only possible morph is a shark. When did they all fucking touch a shark?
What's the difference between a dolphin and a shark in a vein?
Right,
fucking
in a
difference is the-
blood.
Will we be
yeah.
able to breathe in blood? Jake asked.
I just want to be like, Rachel, you got a lot of spunk, and I like how feisty you are that you want to kill these Helmicrons, but shut the fuck up. Like, you got bad ideas.
I get touching a
You keep turning into an elephant.
Well, when did you touch a shark?
I cannot get past the line you just read, which was, how do we go after a bunch of mushrooms? Dolphins?
Sounds like a plan.
Rachel, you ignorant bitch.
Oh my god. Will we be able to breathe in blood? I think so, Cassie said uneasily. I vaguely remember hearing some scientists interviewed on NPR once. She said plasma evolved from seawater. Plasma and seawater have the same basic properties.
They're like, we need to explain a little bit of science, but not like the animals being in a fucking nose and the esophagus and whatever.
I didn't know that much shit about shit as a teen. Like, I couldn't tell you.
Well, no, this is blood. It's not shit.
The shark's gonna be hard to control, Tobias said. We're surrounded by blood, folks.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, because they do wrestle with their animal instincts.
And they can't swim backwards.
I see.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna want to eat everything because blood.
Oh, yeah. He'd just be like...
We have to
This is
try.
fucking great.
Best morph I ever did.
just like eats through Marco from the inside out.
God.
A tiny shark.
Yeah, there's like a little like hole in his arm.
Yeah.
Stomach.
Oh my god, we're so close. We're
I
so
know,
close.
I
Let's get
know.
there. Let's
Let's
get
do it.
there.
We can do it, guys.
We have to try, I said. If Marco dies, so do we. We have to stop the Helmicrons.
Do you?
Jake raised his eyebrows at me. That didn't sound too self-serving. I don't care if it did, I said harshly. We've got to survive. The Yeerks, remember? That whole save humanity bit? The Helmicrons aren't the baddest aliens on Earth. Just the most annoying. Well, who are the baddest aliens? Oh, I guess the Yeerks.
I guess the Yeerks.
Honestly, it's probably a race we haven't even fucking.
Yeah.
You guys.
Who took the photo?
Some child!
Is that
kid in
going to
the
be book 43?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
And remember, I added, we have no proof the Helmicrons aren't working with the Yeerks this time, or that they won't decide to in the very near future, in which case we are a very ancient history. Rachel is correct, Axe said. For all we know, Visser 3 put the Helmicrons up to this foolish scheme. What the fuck does it matter? They're in your friend. You have to kill them regardless of the plan. Perhaps it is a simple way of diverting our attention while something far more serious occurs in the outside world. Silence. What if Axe and I were if what Axe and I were saying was true, we were finished. Okay, Rachel. Block out the fear and deal with the Helmicrons. No!
Block out the fear.
Block out the fear, Rachel.
Become the blood shark.
Okay. We go shark, Jake said.
Yes!
But I want everyone concentrating on controlling the morph. One by one, we tumbled down off Cassie's back. Ah! I moaned as the acid hit my fresh, renewed skin.
And re-dissolve my eyeballs.
Yeah, right? I heard the others gasp and groan as they hit the liquid. We began to morph. Cassie to demorph first. Almost immediately, my legs fused together right down the middle. I fought to stay afloat as my legs stretched out and out, forming a long, powerful tail. Half girl, half fish. Mermaid Rachel.
All slut.
Then the teeth began to grow, row after row of small but very sharp teeth. So I like thinking that she's like, I'm a mermaid with like row after row of teeth, like in
I'm a
my
mermaid.
human skull. Yeah. My eyes migrated down to my cheeks. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And yes, and I like Chris singing the Little Mermaid transformation. Ah. All right. My cheeks exploded outward, forming a dumbbell-shaped head. The pain of the acid
she's a
bath
hammerhead.
drained away as the rough sandpaper skin of the shark grew over my own tender human flesh. I was almost enjoying the morph. Liked the tough skin. Liked getting bigger.
Ew.
Then the shark's mind
I came.
infiltrated. Yeah, she was like,
I suddenly discovered something about myself. This wasn't the time.
then the shark's mind infiltrated my own, and I completely lost control.
Ba, 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 ba. Holy
Bright
shit.
side, once we were in the bloodstream, no one would notice I was on my period.
Shark Week, y'all.
God. Oh my.
So, shark skin feels like a cat's tongue.
Really? So this
Have you
sandpaper.
ever
So,
touched
so you could animorph
So
into
yeah,
a
you
shark.
touched a shark?
All right.
No, I just know that.
You know what?
For a fact.
Yeah.
I
Just
read
shut
on
it
the
down right
internet.
now. I don't want to hear it.
Actually, I have touched a shark.
When? Why?
When I,
Wasn't
so
that memorable.
accusatory.
Blame yourself.
So
I mean,
accusatory.
you guys are married. Whenever my husband says a story I haven't heard, I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like,
But keeping this from
I've
me.
known you for
Yeah.
like half of my life at this point. What the fuck are you
he
about
says
to
something,
say?
and you're like, you're a fucking liar.
And more
I
of
have
the
not
not.
heard
And
this.
more of the not. It's just it never came up before.
Well, yeah.
Me
Okay.
touching a shark? You
When I
never,
was-
you never asked.
I don't know how old I was, but I was when I was little because it was when my family when we went to Ocean City because we went to Ocean City a couple of times for like a family vacation. So it's probably like under 10. Someone caught like
A babby shark?
I think it was yes.
Yes. I didn't want to go there.
What's the fuck, I can't remember. Like, it's not a dangerous kind of shark, but it was a shark. Like a little baby shark. Someone caught one literally
Like
in Ocean City.
in Ocean City,
Sure.
just here's a fucking
Yeah.
shark.
Yes.
now.
Yeah, they're only like that big. Though.
Yes.
That's not,
But they're
yeah.
sharks.
It was
Yeah.
it was like this big, and then, like someone
nurse shark.
nurse shark.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Someone was holding it on the beach. So like we were walking
Holy
by.
shit.
There's a bunch of people around, and we were like, "Oh, what is it?" And they were like, "We caught a shark." It was a fucking alive shark that someone was holding, and
And
yeah,
they're like, everyone touch it quick.
yeah, it was like
To be
probably
an
like
animal.
1992. So everyone was just like, "Put your kid's hand on the shark."
If you go down there
fine.
and just fish
To be
off the
fair, I
pier
do that now,
on the
in the year
boardwalk, you'll
2020.
catch a shark
That's
at some point.
insane and horrifying.
Yeah. So yeah,
I've never
if
seen a shark.
I was an
there.
Animorph, I could morph into a nurse shark.
I remember seeing a
The
horseshoe
shitty
crab.
shark.
That's the coolest thing I
Sure,
ever saw at Ocean
sure.
City.
Morph
Can you
into
imagine
horseshoe
morphing
crab.
into a horseshoe crab?
Ooh, you know what I would have done? I could have turned into a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Stung those helmicrons.
Yeah. You just got to go to the aquarium for that in the
Okay,
National Aquarium.
new game. What could we
That was
morph
on our
into?
honeymoon.
Like, what
Nice.
animals have you touched besides like the obvious like dogs and cats?
Well, yeah, jellyfish.
Jellyfish, elephants.
Iguana.
Ooh, I've touched an iguana, hamster.
Hamster. You're like, besides the obvious, hamster.
Couple different kinds of parrots.
You could morph into a snake.
I could.
You've touched
I've
a
So
snake.
could
also
you.
touched a
Yes.
snake.
Have I touched a snake?
Yes.
Yeah, you picked up that baby snake because you thought it was a worm, and you were like, "Look at this big worm I found," and I saw
And
it,
it
and
was
it
a
had
snake.
fucking eyes.
That's true.
It was a baby snake.
That's true.
He thought it was a worm.
Did you go? Ew.
Could you guys
I think
do...
I did. I did. I was just like, ah!
No. Yeah,
You're like,
I
"This
could
was
morph
fine."
into a python.
I could morph into a boa constrictor because I held one at the Renaissance Festival one time.
Could you guys do rats?
Yes.
Could do
Yes,
Yep.
I've been bitten by a rat.
And I
So
had-
I'm pretty sure I can already morph into a rat.
And
Yes, yes.
that's technically true. And I had pet rats, so I could
I
morph
did,
into a
yeah,
rat.
I
Yeah.
did too. That's why.
We've probably all touched horses, right?
Sure,
You touched
Yeah.
a horse?
Yeah.
My ex-boyfriend had a tarantula, but I never touched that fucking thing because that was horrifying.
Ah, but you
I
could morph
touched.
into it.
Yeah,
I
but
believe
those
I
people are
touched a
fucking weird.
What
tarantula.
cost?
It's true.
At the Smithsonian.
Jeez, Kata.
Are you blowing
Oh,
up?
yeah, I am blowing up. But I said I wasn't available, guys. I have another podcast to record. You can't see, but my phone was vibrating. Everybody, so I've got places to be. I'm a very important guest.
I have touched an elephant too. I rode an elephant.
Yes, that's why I was
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
you go to the
Ostrich?
Renaissance.
Yeah,
Fest.
Renaissance. Ostrich?
You touched an
You touched
ostrich?
an ostrich?
Very briefly.
But that's enough.
I can't
Was it-
imagine
was it-
that's the only way to touch an
It was at like
ostrich.
Busch Gardens.
Goats? I could touch a
Goats,
goat.
yep.
Or
Oh, yeah.
I could morph
Sure.
into a goat.
I could touch a goat.
Oh, touch a goat.
Sheep, cows.
I could touch
Yeah.
I could touch a fuck. I could morph into a sparrow
Nice.
because I've touched a
Parakeet.
sparrow.
That's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
parakeet.
parakeet,
I
same.
could do. I had a pet.
Cock-
Or like a
Cockatiel.
cockatiel. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
touched one of those.
Yeah.
I haven't touched an owl, but I came close once.
Oh,
Aw.
that sounds cool.
I have touched an owl. I could
Nice.
do an owl. That's cool.
Frogs?
Oh, yep, toads. There's that
Turtles.
toad that we found in the front yard that
Yeah.
we picked up.
We did.
I could do a
Geckos.
turtle. A turtle.
Chameleons.
Oh yeah, turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hermit crab.
Yeah.
Everyone, go hermit
Well, no,
crab.
Everyone, hermit crab. More.
Does the shell count? If you've
No.
never touched the shell.
No, the shell's not part of him.
Yeah.
You gotta
That's
find.
No.
You gotta
It's not
find the
the-
You
shell.
never
Yeah.
put him like on your hand and then they crawl?
It's like a
Oh,
weird
speaking of
crustacean part.
sand crab.
And then a
Sand
spleen
crab.
looking part.
Yeah, it's like a little curly like
Crab.
It's like a finger that's inside
Yeah.
that holds on.
So I've
Well-
touched an alive crab.
I don't. Oh, I've been bitten by a live crab in Ocean
that's enough.
City. It bit my toe.
Bit your toe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just trying to swim.
Bit or
Yeah.
pinched?
Pitched.
Okay.
I feel like there's other weirder
Support
animals that I must have touched at some point, but I can't think of them.
We'll think of it later. Lots of bugs, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely
Yeah.
bugs.
Oh yeah, that like that we know of.
Yeah.
We probably
Sure.
touched a bunch that we don't even know.
Ants, spiders, bees,
Yeah.
Bees. Probably like
flies.
beetles.
Sure.
Cicada.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of, did you guys ever go to the Natural History Museum in DC?
Yeah.
And you
Fuck
could
yeah.
touch the bugs. They had like different like
You
bug
like touch
petting
like
zoo.
just like regular bug, like regular.
Well, they-
I
Yeah,
am
I mean, like,
concerned
they
that
had,
I
like-
did not touch the bugs.
Yeah, they had like hissing cockroach and tarantula and stuff like that that
no.
you could like touch. Yeah.
No.
Absolutely
thank you.
not.
Tarantulas shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
I
It's a thing.
want more
I
than
like
anything.
spiders I can't see.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
They serve a purpose.
I have one more question, one more game to play, and then that'll be the end of this episode.
Okay.
What animal have you not touched? One animal have you not touched that you wish that you like that
I could
you
animorph
would want to
into?
touch more than any other animal so that you could morph into it? One animal. I know mine, so I can
It's
go first.
hard. I have two that I
Yeah.
want, so it's hard to decide.
Okay, I'll go
why
first.
don't you guys go first? I feel like this is a hard question.
Lemur. I've not.
Oh, that's cute.
I've not touched a lemur.
But okay,
And
are
I
we
want
talking
to
about
so
animals
bad.
you want to touch or just animals you want to morph into?
Both. So
Okay.
like something that you
You
have.
want to morph into a lemur?
Yes.
Okay,
They're very adorable.
I'm a human lemur.
it's true.
If you can just like get close enough at the Baltimore Zoo or the DC Zoo,
Mm-hmm.
that is in our vicinity. You could just
can
be
make it
like,
happen.
let me like reach.
Just
in.
like touch my finger.
be like, come here, lemur.
Get over here! No, I just want to hold one.
They are.
I want his
very
like tail to
cute.
wrap around my arm,
Very cute.
and then he would bounce off.
Yes.
Wolf.
I feel like that's where I was going. That was like
Wolf.
what came.
I just
to
thought of
my,
the third
my
one.
gut was like
Or
wolf.
monkey.
Sure. Okay.
What kind of
Or
monkey?
chimpanzee.
We're basically
They're not a
monkeys
monkey, a
already.
chimpanzee.
Yeah, I mean
There you
like,
go.
Yeah, but just
but you'd have more
They're really
strength.
strong.
it would
and you
look
would have
so
toes.
much funnier when I smoked a cigarette.
You'd have thumbs on your toes.
A monkey
That's-
smoking
yeah.
a cigarette is one of the funniest things. in the
comedy
world.
gold.
You have feet
Sure.
thumbs,
Sure.
Yeah.
so you could like hang from your feet.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty. That'd be
And
pretty cool.
A prehensile tail would be cool.
But lemur's same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hang from shit with my tail from a lemur. Plus, I'm all stripy and adorable, and I have crazy eyes.
Yeah. I feel like that's where, like, when you asked the question, my mind went to wolf. So
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta go
Stick
with my
with
gut,
wolf.
obviously.
Take
Yeah.
away the stripes. What's different?
Between them and me,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying
Take
already.
away- You just want stripes. You could just paint yourself.
And a tail, and I want to be bouncier than I already am.
You're pretty bouncy.
All right, your hair
Just get
has
you
a
some
lot of
coffee.
Aw.
All right,
You had some.
I
pretty
thought of a
confident-
third thing.
what?
Okay, what is it?
You got to pick
So,
one.
okay, I'm gonna go with the third thing because I think that would be the best for battle purposes, which is a lion, which I feel like is cheating, but
yeah.
still, see in the dark.
It's not cheating.
Very powerful.
Honey badger.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is pretty
I
good.
think I'd win
Don't
any
care,
fight if
don't
I was
care.
honey
Yeah,
badger.
Yeah.
that is a
Yeah.
really good one, damn it.
Especially fucking Far Cry 4. Fuck this.
My
thing.
the one that
When you
immediately
hear that
came to
hissing,
mind
and you're
was
like,
owl.
where? Start throwing
Owl.
grenades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Owl?
Yeah.
yeah, because they're
Yeah.
good.
Like one of the
Good
big
predators.
ones with like really giant feet.
Yeah, like a horned owl, like
Yeah.
with the creepy,
Ooh.
crazy ears.
Ooh,
ones that could like
Condor?
grab like
Yeah,
you
they
know
can
a
fuck shit
cat
up.
and kill it.
Yeah.
Wingspan's like the width of this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Those are some good answers. Thanks for listening to this second episode of us reading Animorphs. We're very sorry. It's a terrible, terrible book.
Tell us what you would like to turn into by emailing us at
Podcast@cactusrodeo.com. Yep. And probably, I don't know, I changed everything. That's got to be it. But yeah, subscribe to us, follow us on all the things. You'll hear it after this with our little message. Kata, is there something that you would like to plug?
Well, I draw comics, so you can go to my website, Kata Kane, Kane. There's a hyphen between Kata and Kane.com. And
how's Kata spelled?
KATA-KANE.com. So you can read my comics there, see my art, commission me to draw something fun for you. And you probably know me as the voice of Sam from Pop Suckit. That's what I'm best known for.
Yes.
Oh yes, definitely.
So,
Coming soon.
Coming.
yes.
Our first
Coming
choice to
soon.
play that character.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know that.
There was
you
no
know
one
that.
else that we possibly would have had read that
Definitely.
role but you.
I absolutely know that. 100% confirmed. So stay tuned for my next episode, Sweet Valley, because I am not coming back for Animorphs.
No,
That's
John,
fine. I don't
do
blame
not
you.
call me
that's
for
fine.
Animorphs.
We're losing friends left and right with this shit.
Yeah, Kelly said the same thing.
Yeah, Kelly was like, "We're not friends anymore," and fuck you.
I'll be back for Sweet Valley, though. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thanks for listening. We love you. Bye.
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 Below Grade Level is a Cactus Radio production. You can contact us at podcast@cactusrodeo.com. Subscribe and follow on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify, and follow Cactus Rodeo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more entertainment and updates.